haven't been hanging around out there breaking into places, have you? Reports of a lot of that out there in the last week.
Those renovations are nice now.
They are. That deck is really nice.
And the change room for areas and all that.
Yeah.
All nice.
Well overdue, but very nice.
Yeah. Situation at the moment.
It freezes around. And it's quick. He's just got so much natural ability.
What do you actually think about next year, for the gather round, with Tanunda getting the bloody game, maybe? You know where I was at? Because they've got that big oval behind, they've got the school, high school oval, up in half the times.
It's all about the look. Tanunda looks nice.
Yeah, it's going to be Mickey Mouse.
They've just spent a heap of money there, that's
But where's
why.
all the cars going to go parking around the street?
They'll park everywhere in Tanunda and they'll have buses.
Well, they will, but
Same thing they did in Mount Barker.
Well, yeah, I suppose Nuriootpa would have been a better option, to be honest.
Yeah.
Got that big oval and got the other school oval to do all that.
Yeah, but when they had this NFL game there, on the zone weekend, it was wet and the school wouldn't let them on their oval.
Okay, yeah, righto.
Because then if they still got to put dents in it, the next week, if a kid rolled his ankle, there's a lawsuit.
Yeah, true, yeah.
That's where it gets
But there's plenty of space there for them to do that if they want to. But everything's getting prepared for Tanunda.
Yeah. That's called Tanunda have spent a heap of money.
Yeah, and they want to make the ground 30 metres longer too, the southern end.
They're trying.
Trying, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they didn't get it right originally.
No.
That's it.
So it's going to be going to see how it all is when it's all finished.
Yeah.
And the change rooms are going in underneath the old stone building.
Yeah.
And the new clubhouse is going to be nice, but
it will be. But the sad thing is that if the Girl Council spent money and did up Williston, that'd be the perfect spot.
Exactly what they need.
It should be a regional ground.
Yeah, next door to Williston, where the brick building is, going towards the entrance gates, put a transportable home set up there, set it up as a change room for the opposition, and we put it out now the front, so you can set it up, that would be ideal.
But a lot of other leagues around the state have got a central ground where they play their finals, where they play a lot of big games and you have games like that, like league games.
Although this has been, we're here as tenants, but this is the main oval of the town.
But but it's not the best facility.
No, it's not. I agree with that because of
And viewing wise, you've got no height, whereas at Williston you've got that natural height, and you could terrace that slope at the northern end. Put seating around there.
There's things there to be done.
It's got potential to be really
The trouble
good.
is you've got too many sporting bodies here.
Yeah.
There's about 4 or 5 different ones.
But Williston, there is huge potential. Just the council won't spend money on any of them.
I had a big powwow here the other week, last week, a big powwow with the government, sporting infrastructure and stuff like that, what they want to do, and what the 3 clubs I hope to get done around the place. South, there's no development there, it won't happen.
No, that's just
Down the track, because Springwood sponsor for our club,
yeah.
they want to develop an oval up there and want us to go up there. And then South will come here. So, which will make sense.
It would make sense because South is only good for bulldozing and building housing trust houses.
Exactly, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So if they do move, that's what will happen, and they'll come here. And if that develops up there the way they want it,
Ideally,
that's
Williston
down the
should
track.
become a landfill. It's ideally designed for that.
Yeah.
Well,
they had to dig that out like that.
Yeah,
to make
just from the top of the hill, they just start dumping.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see how it all develops.
Yeah.
All the rumours you hear, what's going around, but something needs to be done.
Yes.
Ideally, if the dogs go from here,
Oh, is that what?
well, because of what's been going on with the greyhounds at the moment, whether that affects here, because I think eventually this will become the main area. They'll give Angle Park away, maybe, and if things go belly up, we can finish up.
Well, the Greyhound Association own Angle Park, don't they? They do, so they could make a lot of money by redeveloping that.
Yes.
And if they made this a hub,
And then we can make the oval a bit wider
yeah.
here. You could even use this fence as a boundary line. So
You don't even really need to make it wider though.
a little bit you do, a bit longer. Out to the back of that.
Tim Vivian still used to be able to get lost out on the wing out there, so the only thing that kept him in was the fence. Well, South would have to change their name. They wouldn't be South anymore, and you wouldn't be Central.
But that's how they refer to it, right?
Maybe you could finally change your colours.
I don't think that would happen.
Why do we have to have that?
We wouldn't have to do that.
Where you going to put South?
No, I'm just saying, if things sort of work out how spring would have
It's not going to happen. They know that's up.
Nah.
You can't have it up there, mate. There's no room. You
no.
can't fix the place off and start.
Well, that's what they're going to develop an oval or something.
Yeah, but if they had an oval, that's
The
the
oval-
fence. It's only their community thing.
Yeah.
You can't have a club
No.
community
No.
thing. And he kicked it. Did he get there?
Didn't kick it either.
He did.
They're going to give them a parcel of land out in Timber Road.
Alright, okay.
We'll see. Probably soon.
Probably shift to Smithfield. They don't have a problem kicking it.
Bring them back here. Put it out.
You remembered everything this week? Last time we were here, you had to run and get a part.
Yeah, cable. It was a cable.
Yes, I'm probably some government. What's going to develop? Get into the rumours.
First thing has to be developed is about $100 million.
Well, they're going to spend money to get swimming pool all the way down. sporting hobby.
Oh, we've talked about that for a long time now.
I have, yes.
Is that the last 50 years worth of spending that haven't done on sports?
Here last week. Lovely. Sport, infrastructure,
Yeah, but where do you get money?
I'll be careful what I say.
So once you read the CD the signal, so I
Yep.
will activate the microphone because yours is not activated. It just
Right. Okay.
two batteries apparently.
But like 6 come in, so 6 are going to go out. Whether it's individual calls or
Or managed.
I don't think there's none of that.
Which one are you?
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah.
Blake what?
Penner, so.
Yeah, that's right. And
Simon, how are you?
Simon Marsden.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's have something with it.
Commentator. Comment what he may.
Yeah, and it's about time you shut up.
Woo! Yes, Dad. Weak as water, you shouldn't have done that.
Anyone playing these days?
Yeah, that's what you've got there. Yeah. And if possible, there's a thing if you could kick the goal kickers. I'll do most of the calling, and then I'll throw you the question and stuff like that. And between you should be able to answer something.
Yeah. Well, red hot crap, mate.
And you can make sure you've got people ferrying things to you if you want.
Yeah, I'll be making that phone call around once or twice.
Ya tenemos imagen acá, ya estamos transmitiendo.
When you are. Welcome to today's match of the round, coming to you from Gawler Oval, match between Nuriootpa and Gawler Central. A top four clash essentially, with Gawler Central level on points, sitting in 5th place, just behind Williston on percentage. Joining me today, I've got Blake Penner and Simon Marsden. Blake, how are you?
Yeah, lovely. Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm good. And looking forward to this game. Gawler Central have been one of the surprise packets of the year. We didn't expect much of them pre-season, as the recruiting really didn't show us a lot, but they really have outperformed expectations.
Yeah, they're looking not too bad against a few teams. A few other teams have just struggled a little bit, but hopefully today we can pull something out and get the job done.
Biggest thing today, the return of Joe Botton for his first game of the season.
Yeah, no, that was a big return from Bots. I did not think he was going to come up today, but glad to see he's there. He adds a bit of height to our team, very old team.
Well,
but yeah, no, hopefully he does well. Keeps going for the rest of the year.
Last year he was probably, in my opinion, very close to being the best ruckman in the competition, and I think you've missed him sorely this year, but it's great to see him back on deck.
Yes, absolutely.
And Nuriootpa sitting second on the ladder, and looking forward to another crack at the finals after winning the flag last year. But Gawler Central at home are a completely different prospect to anywhere else. They are a good home team.
Yes, yeah, we'd like to pride ourselves on our home ground advantages, but have to see how we go today.
Biggest concern for Gawler Central, no Charlie Molyneux today. Just still struggling a little with that knee injury and that old body.
Yeah, I heard he actually broke a toenail at work yesterday, so that's why I've heard he's not playing today. But the knee might falter in a little bit there, but I reckon it's just a broken toenail.
I think you could be more on the money than the rest of us.
Yeah, I reckon.
And surely that would have to be a fine.
Oh, absolutely, he's fine. Can fine bid for that one.
Okay. Players are ready to go. Umpire Nowak in the middle of the ground. No, umpire Collins, I believe it is, with the first ball up. And Nuri with the initial tap there. Jordan Fennell. It's quick clearance. Ross Grady just sort of running under the ball. And tackle will have a ball up almost on the 50-metre line in Nuri's forward half. Just punched out into open. Nuri, great take there. Quick ball forward. Gawler Central defender was able to just nudge the forward under the bowl. He got away with that. And last touch, so Gawler Central to kick in. They're coming down the near side. It's a very risky kick, but he finds Kyle Worst. Man is only 4 goals away from his 200th.
Oh, really?
So we are on Kyle watch today. The other one I've been told to look forward to is Ross Grady has never kicked an A-grade goal.
Yeah, no, that checks out. That
He is looking to try and get one today, and the celebration will be epic.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Another ball up from umpire Nowak, and a good tap there for Nuri. Grogurki trying to track that down. No room at the moment for anyone to manoeuvre. Both teams just looking to shut it down until it's on their terms. Botten battling hard against a bigger opponent. Heavy collision there. No one able to win the footy, so we'll have a boundary throw in. Both these teams like to get the ball out in the open, and I think they're making sure that they're not the ones to suffer for the first time that one team does get it out. Oh, that's a big tackle there. He didn't have the footy. Worst tried to keep going, but umpires pulled him back.
Quick play on.
And Nuri with quick ball movement. They're looking out the back. Well defended there. Rush through for a minor score. They were looking for big Bart Ryan down in the goal square. Good mark taken out there for Nuri. That's Kai Rosenzweig. He moves the ball quickly back in.
Yeah, great defence.
Really well read there by the Gawler Central defender. He takes off immediately, switches the play. He's found Worst working hard in the back pocket. Blake Marsden now took a good mark there. Nearly got into the space.
Very Simon-esque-like.
Is he the good Marsden?
Hey.
It's a valid question.
Oh, that's a good mark.
And marks paid, so Gawler Central looking to move the ball forward of centre for the first time for the game. Going down the line. Had players in front. Oh, don't argue from the Nuri ruckman.
Oh, open.
Didn't work. Gawler Central just banging that ball forward. Bit of chaos. Jared Jenner's there. Nuri defender smartly punches the ball through. Jared Jenner was looming as a real danger there. Jenner's got the ability to explode for a bunch of goals very quickly. That's a massive kick out. That's travelled probably 70 metres. Good take on the outer side. Nuri immediately not wasting any time. And another good defensive mark taken there for Gawler Central. They're quick to play on. That was great evasive work. Kick not so good. Grogurki just able to launch that ball forward. Gawler Central's defender is right there. He's dived upon. And Gawler Central fans not happy early in the game. Ball up deep in the forward pocket for Nuri. It's Grogurki around the corner to the top of the square. Just eludes his teammate there. Here we go. Well picked up for Gawler Central. He turned back into trouble. Got himself in trouble there. It's a boundary throw in. Probably a little bit lucky there.
Yep. Could have been on the ball.
Good ruck work. You've got the ball. They're just holding it in. Happy to keep it in their forward line for the moment. Gawler Central is soaking up a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they're doing well in the defence at the moment. There we go. Then that happens.
And there we go. First goal of the game. Out of a contest.
Who's that?
Just Nuri were banging on that door and just finally they broke it open.
Bots into the middle.
I don't know what number that one was. Who that Nuri fellow was?
So this is what we've been waiting all year for. Joe Botten in the ruck.
No, running back. Tricked us. Running back to the forward line.
I think he's messing. That's Gawler Central messing with Nuri's coaching staff at the moment, wondering when they're going to see the big man.
Good tat, Dill Bell.
Well done. Dylan Bell neutralised the contest and actually got the clearance himself. He's playing super coach all on his own. Beautiful kick forward, looking for Jenner. That's well taken. That kick out of the air. Oh! That oval-shaped ball is cruel sometimes. That would have been one of the best goals you'll see. Riley Mitchell looking dangerous. So Nuri now trying to move the ball. Just going short for the moment. That's better. Breaking it out into the middle of the oval. Handball finds running player there in Laverty. Little chip up in the air. Just too easy.
Quarters on a...
Too easy for the Nuri Tigers on that occasion. This is going to be a simple shot on goal for Brad Haytner. Distance not an issue with his booming kick. And Gawler Central's defence just a little rattled after having to do all that work a few minutes ago.
It's that quick ball movement, isn't it? Catches them.
It's a beautiful kick. Just offline.
Just off, yeah.
But yes, Gawler Central Oval, it's the perfect place if you want to move the ball quickly down that outer side.
Yep.
You can really tear a game open. Central coming down the near side again. He's got a target. That's well done. Hits him. This next kick is where it's going to be difficult. A lot of Gawler Central jumpers through the middle of the ground.
Riley.
Went up. Did everything but collect it. Gawler Central player dived on the ball. Shuffles it out. A teammate who's wrapped up immediately by 3 Nuri players. No ruckman really got a hand on that. No one really wanted it.
Oh, Brad Mitchell.
Brad Mitchell out of the pack. He's put it straight up in the air and nearly landed it on the rail. Ross Grady to the bench. I think that's a very good tactical move.
Yeah, nah. Rosto, second game back in 11 weeks, so we don't want to run him ragged just yet.
He looks pretty spent for the moment. It might just be that hideous haircut that's doing it.
Oh, no, he lost his hair at 15, actually, so that's just what he's got left.
That's quick ball movement from Nuri, and they've snuck that in for a goal. Caught Gawler Central napping.
Did you see what number that one was?
As I see Ethan Longairou getting ready to come on for Gawler Central.
Did you see what number that one that was? I think it was 22 again.
Yes, yeah. So Jack Henke with that last goal. Probably the best small forward in the competition. When he's not spending his time down at Central Districts in the reserves, he's playing for Nuri. Into the middle again. Bell doing a really good job in there to neutralise the ruck contest at the moment. It's free kick paid. Gawler Central penalised there. Nuri player played on, was tackled. They get that quick kick away. Gawler Central defenders had front position. But Gurki stands up in the tackle. Spins on the left. Just kicks to space. Gawler Central players wrapped up.
Ethan straight into it.
Longairou with a really good kick. That mark was fumbled. Probably needed to do better with that. As Fallon kicks around the corner. And that'll be either out of bounds or last touch. It'll be Central to bring it back in. Central coming long down the near side. Ball just bursts into the open. It's a really good pickup from Mason Greats. And Erie peppering the goals at the moment. Just shot after shot. Gawler Central are going to have to find a way to break away from their half-back line if they want to stay in this contest.
They're really spreading well from that every ball up, aren't they? There's 2 or 3 of them running off the back.
And Nuri are prepared for Gawler Central to come out to this flank every time.
Yep.
There might be time to try something different. That's attempted mark from behind, didn't come off. Probably lucky to get away with a little push. A boundary throw in at half forward for Nuriootpa. Tap to the front of the contest. Players trying to barge their way through. He's held up. That's Kyle Thorogood trying to do most of the heavy work in there. He's been very good for the Tigers this season.
Very strong.
As we see players wrapped up once again. It's a dry, perfect day for footy, and yet we're not seeing any open, clear football at the moment.
Bit congested at the moment, isn't it?
There he is again.
That kick absolutely smothered. Comes into the open. Ryan with a quick handball back to a player who's wrapped up. He's absolutely slammed into the turf. That was Jonah Baldwin. That's third man up. That worked well for the Tigers. For Gawler Central, that is. This ball's run over the boundary line here at the Greyhound finishing line.
Better match up in the ruck there, I think, with Jordan Neat in.
Jordan Neat with a good tap there, but Terence Wilfred swings around onto his left. Ball pops out. Good pick up there from the central defender. He turned himself into trouble though, and he copped one for his trouble.
Took the advantage, kicked a point.
But Terence Wilfred with his pick up out of that stoppage, he's a real danger.
One to watch.
Nuriootpa, several weeks ago in a really wet, sloppy game at Nuri, he was the only player who looked like he was playing in dry conditions. Yeah. He's one of the most skillful players in the league, and he's full of confidence.
Yep.
No one able to complete that mark. Ball comes out the back. Good pick up there for Nuri. There's Gregurki. Drives the ball deep. Real push there. The umpire didn't see it. And worse now with the kick out of defence.
That will work.
That's well done. Straight down the middle. Take the game on. And we're spending a lot of time down in defence at the moment. That's not the best kick. Didn't really advantage his teammate at all, but they've won it back. This kick now, looking for Jenner. He was caught behind. Well done there by Mason Great. Sorry, Dan Rowenfeld. As that ball kicked over. And a minor score. Nuri to bring the ball back in. Mitch Norton now with that booming left foot. Comes down the near side. That's a big attempted mark. Oh, he did take it and plays on. That's quick movement from the Nuri boys.
Look at the speed.
Jack Henke now just too fast.
Too fast.
That's really good finishing there from the young forward.
That's his third for Jack.
That's
as
his
well.
third for the first quarter. He's an explosive player. He can kick them quickly. And if you let him get out at the back, there is no catching him.
Yeah.
The Greyhounds wouldn't have a chance.
Yeah.
They call him Squeak. He's tiny. He's pretty quiet at times.
5 shots to 3, 3 goals 2 to 3 points. Probably
On the
about where
Birds
it
Barossa
is.
scoreboard. Nuri starting to take control of this game. Gawler Central have to find some good movement through the middle of the ground if they want to keep up. Without Molina, who are the players that can really drive this for Gawler Central?
Oh, that's a good question. We have.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah, we have Kyle Wurst, who's He's always putting in 100% there, Worsty, and he's always coming out with the goods.
That's why I'm wondering why he's spending so much time deep in defence.
Yeah, that's different. We have Brad Mercer, who's yet to getting up there in age, but he's still got the knowledge. We're in number 18 too, which is different. Normally he's on the 21.
Yes.
I think Riley Mitchell is probably the one that needs to get his hands on it a bit for us.
Yeah.
He's a damaging player, especially when he's in the middle. And Bradley, his brother.
Clean taken there for Newry by Billy Nichols. He's found Chris Hooper. Laverty with that hack off the ground. Doesn't really go anywhere. Gawler Central, that's a good pickup and a really dangerous kick that really didn't advantage anyone. Goes over the boundary line, so a free kick for Newry for last touch.
We need to try and get Brad Mitchell involved in the game a little bit. So
Absolutely, he's really good. His ball movement through the middle of the ground is usually a driving force.
Yeah, when he gets going, it's very hard to stop him.
That's a good deep entry there. Good work from the Newry forward. Didn't hold the mark. Ball bouncing out. Wilfred with a really good slick handball. Another handball. Hapner around the corner. Almost had the distance on it, and it's just... I'm not really sure what...
kick to goal.
That was a bit of a Jackie Chan. That was an amazing goal.
I think the Gawler Centrals have actually punched that back into the ground, which has opened it up for him to do the flying kick.
Probably unforgivable. Shane Dorr will be starting to look as old as his brother at this rate.
Looks like bots into...
Finally.
To the right.
This is Gawler Central decided it's time to get serious. I brought in the big gun. Furnell with the tap though. But Gawler Central will win the clearance.
Brad Mercer.
Well, good pickup from Mercer. Good handball. That's what they need, is some quick entry. Jared Jenner! Oh!
What a mark.
That is an incredible mark.
Unbelievable.
Put that down for mark of the day.
Oh, he's on for the snap.
There it is. Gawler Central's first goal comes from the very exciting Jared Jenner. Saw him kick 10 goals here last year.
Yep.
That's
And
Williston, wasn't it?
yes, and Central will need something similar today.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But that mark, his teammates knew exactly what he was capable of where they put that footy, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just put it up there and let him go and get it.
There's another one. Once he gets going, he's very hard to stop.
And he's very good when the ball hits the deck also.
Yes, yes, very nifty.
Hopefully his little boy's here watching today.
Yeah, I did see him down there somewhere.
As the temperature's just dropped a degree or two here at Gawler Oval. We'll have a repeat ball up in the exact position.
Oh, bots.
Botten with the punch, but Newry able to get the ball out. Wilfred, that left foot kick.
It's a good mark.
Ended up with a really good mark. I'm not sure how he ended up with it through the arms of several other players. So Newry lining up for yet another shot on goal. This will probably be their easiest shot for the term. As we have Nick Madden. Coming in now and just drills that through the middle for Newry, so they extend their lead now to 5-2. Gawler Central 1-3 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard.
Way too easy out of the middle there.
Yes, that quick movement out of the middle is really hurting Gawler Central. They're missing a couple of big bodies in the middle, like Molyneux and also Dylan Pilkington, a big loss.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations to Dylan. Got engaged during the week, so
That's still no excuse to miss a game.
No, not at all. He's top of the fine for that one. Absolutely, yep. That was his actual excuse. For
Unless
not
he
playing
injured
today.
a knee going down on one.
Oh no.
One knee, I mean. Gawler Central with the clearance here. That's a good pickup.
Great, Harley.
And Grigurki with a big tackle. On the borderline of being a dangerous tackle there, but protected it well. Furnell with good work in the ruck. We see Mitch Norton wrapped up in a tackle. Tap down towards the boundary. Nuri would be happy to see this just trickle over the boundary line. But we'll have another ball up metres inside the boundary. And we'll have another ball up in exactly the same position. Good hit from Furnell, and he goes for a second hit. Fallon with the handball forward, but Gawler Central player kicks it straight into the chest of an opponent. Now Nuri with that rebound. Ryan with the attempt.
Yeah, great tackle.
Strong tackle there for Gawler Central. Kyle Thorogood just doing the body work. Botten again, he gets his first clear tap for the day. That's what we're used to seeing. That kick off the ground goes straight to Bart Ryan. Ball finally picked up off the deck. Handball doesn't favour anyone. Free kick going the way of Gawler Central. I'm surprised the crowd hasn't reacted to that. They switch the play. Kyle Worth now looking to come down the near side. It's been the thing they've done every time this day. Botten now in pole position, well spoiled. That ball comes back for Nuri. That's good pick up there. He finds Wilfred on the run. Very low, sharp pass. He's found Madden directly in front of goal.
Nothing you can do about that as a defender either. When it's coming in
No.
that easy, there's nothing you can do as a defender.
And Wilfred had the brains to drill that ball low, so it didn't actually get above the head of his teammate. No way you can spoil that.
No. Very talented young man, that one.
As we have Madden coming in for his second goal in a row, and he puts it straight through.
Hasn't moved.
So that's 2 goals for Madden. So Nuri have got a couple of guys with multiple goals so far, and they look like storming away with this game.
Kyle Worth back onto the ground.
And actually going forward now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in the middle.
I think a lot of people would like to see him in the middle, but if that ball comes to ground in the forward line, I know who's getting their hands on it.
Absolutely.
He's got that hair helmet.
Makes him look like he's running 10 k's faster, that hair.
Tap down. Picked up there nicely for the Tigers with Riley Mitchell.
Yep.
But he's wrapped up as soon as he got it. Botten with second hit there, comes out. Finds Mitchell. He steps through traffic. That's really well done. Gets the long ball forward.
Oh, and on.
Jenner out the back. Taps it to a teammate's advantage. And looked like it was actually clean off the boot there, but Nuri defender must have got a hand in there somewhere. From this angle, it did look like a goal.
Let's see if we can lock it in here.
Nuri just coming long out of defence. Goes out of bounds, so Gawler Central can drive it back in. They've got a chance to actually put some pressure on the Nuri defence repeatedly for the first time today. Who's got the ball here for the kick in?
Harley, I believe.
And a little bit of a body work there from Furnell. Gets his player under the ball. He takes a simple mark. And a good ruckman's kick up and under. Forced a contest.
Jake Asher kick back in.
The old timer. That's good take there on the ground for Gawler Central. Ball comes out. Worst was bypassed by Nuri. That's by hands, they're moving it. Now Hapner's in pursuit. Trying to get his hands on the footy, but it's bounced off his chest and everything else.
They've actually done all right there because it looked like it was one handball away from Nuri going the whole way down to the other.
Absolutely, the pressure is just enough. Good tap from Botten, but he's got no one at ground level. Pick up there from Hopener.
Will Schmidt.
Drives the ball forward. We've got a pick up here. Good hat kick out of defence. That bounce is going to make it very hard for Worst.
Oh.
Wilfred, the skill there is incredible. Just dances and makes everyone look stupid. He really is quickly becoming one of my favourite players.
It's one thing to have the talent,
Really
it's
good
another one
tackle.
to be smart with it, isn't it?
But he's also got, in the last 2 years, his confidence level has shot through the roof, where 3 years ago he was a fringe A-grade player.
Right.
And he is now a
Running
bona
amok.
fide star.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely running the mark.
Quick snap.
Flying shot for Nuri, and that's a minor score. Another let-off for Gawler Central, as they're still in this contest.
We're getting very lucky with their
But not
kicking
sure for how
efficiency.
long. Coming long out of defence. That's a good mark taken there. Nuri player. He kicked to a one-on-one.
Oh,
That's
high.
a really strong tackle from
High again.
Thorogood. Probably a little bit high with one of the arms at least.
Shit.
He's about the only one holding it, keeping us in it. at
He
the moment,
really is playing a monster of a game so far, but it's a lone hand. He needs someone to go with him.
Yeah.
It only takes one player to go, I'm going to play at your level, and then someone else will follow suit.
That's where we're missing Dylan Pilkington today. Just a hard ball
He is
getter.
that player, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hard nut.
just a hard ball getter.
That's a long shot on goal.
Didn't make it.
Didn't quite make it, and a good mark taken uncontested on the line.
Will Schmidt.
So Schmidt, who's a good welcome return to the team today, coming back from Gawler Central District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brings a lot to the team, actually. He's got a bit of height to him, got a good hands, and he can run. Just need to see a bit more of it, give him the opportunity.
Sort of player I'd like to see in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those good hands in close could be very useful. That's the juggled attempt. Tried to claim the mark, but kicked backwards over his head for a minor score. Gawler Central to bring the ball out. Coming back down the same side yet again. And have run themselves into trouble here. Wilfred, he's just getting everything today. That's a beautiful grab.
Brought his own footy, I think. Oh, Brad read that one off the boot.
That
well.
wasn't his best effort, but the mark was superb.
To Jenna.
Stabbing kick.
Jenna, long way up the ground now. Well spoiled though. And some really good defensive work from Nuri. So we'll have a boundary throw in. Watch out for Wilfred at this contest. We'll have yet another repeat throw in. Botten directing traffic at the ruck contest.
Jordan
Neat,
Neat,
sorry.
Yep.
I apologise to Bots for comparing him to Needy.
I reckon Needy will get a bit flustered if you said that. He'd be very privileged, I reckon.
As the siren goes to end the first quarter here at Gawler Oval, Nuri dominating that opening quarter, leading 6 goals, 3 to Gawler Central 1 goal 4 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Okay, now, quick word with you boys. Tell me about your history with the club, starting with you.
With me, there's not really much to tell, to be honest. Played all my juniors here and only had 1 year in seniors, and then just body gave up on me, see, and I'm just packing it in, I reckon. Maybe next year, if Simo comes back out, I'll run out, I reckon.
Simon Marsden.
So my boys play, or one of my boys is playing today, Blake Marsden, as he said before, in the A's, and his older brother used to play as well. And I play, up until this year, I played B grade. Played a couple of A games previously, but mainly a B grader. Professional B grade football player.
Nothing wrong with that. B graders are the heart and soul of a good football club.
Absolutely. So
You can't fill an A grade team unless you've got some good B graders.
that's exactly right.
We often say people get dropped from the B grade and have to play A grade, so
I've heard that before, and it's often very true.
yeah.
always good spirit in a B grade team, and
That's
you
good.
find that most of the people who really run your club come from a B grade background. They appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, looking for some what do you see as some positive signs for Gawler Central in that opening term?
Absolutely. Towards the end there, I thought Botts started to, when he was put in the middle, it took him a couple to get going, but I'm seeing him getting the taps. We just needed the midfielders to actually read those taps. We've slowed them down a little bit, where they were getting that run right from the back right through. When it was coming into our forward line, even if we weren't scoring, we were actually holding there for 2 or 3 attempts, a little bit better there for us. So I think if we can just continue to win, get the ball in from the middle, get some taps from Bots going our way, it'll open it up a little bit for us. But we've got to find a way to slow them down. They're just outrunning us. They're so quick at the moment.
Yes, and Kyle Worst is probably your most accomplished midfielder. I think perhaps this second quarter is time to get him under Bot's feet
Absolutely.
so that you can take advantage of his work in the ruck.
I'd love to see Michael Vidal get involved a bit. He got ranked in the top 40 of the BLG this
He
year.
has been a little bit quiet today.
Yeah, so I'd love to see him get up and going. But yeah, and hopefully Riley Mitchell, he's had a bit of it, but hopefully he start grabbing a few more of those marks. And Brad Mitchell get involved a little bit more too.
Yes, so there's a number of players that we all agree need to take a little bit of a step up. Probably try and match the intensity of Kyle Thorogood, who really has been a star performer. But for Newry, Terence Wilfred's been great. Nick Gregurki has been a real catalyst for them. Whenever he gets the ball, something good happens.
Yep.
And Brad Haytner, with that massive kick, is just so dangerous anytime he gets the ball forward of centre.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jack Henke with 3 goals in that first quarter was electric. And Gawler Central have got to find a way of keeping him quiet, not letting him get behind the contest goal side,
Yeah.
because once you're there, it's too late.
Played a fair bit of footy against Jack and Juniors, and he was a bit hard to stop back then as well.
I don't think he's grown either.
No, I don't reckon either.
I think we've just got to find a way to nullify their ruckman when Botts isn't in there, and Dylan Bell and Jordan Need are battling away in there and just need to continue to do so.
Yes. I saw one of your under-17s play ruck against South Gawler a while back. He did a really good job.
Yeah. It's that fine line with your under-17s. I think he's only might be a first year or a second year.
Yes.
So you've got to be careful.
You can't
bringing
burn them out.
Yeah.
So that's good management.
Under-17s are doing well this year. I think they're on top of the ladder at the moment. So
Yes, and the coach believes it's all him.
Aaron
That
King.
does not surprise me that at all.
That's a direct quote. He's definitely not shy. As the siren goes to start the second quarter, Botten looks ready to go, engages early, gets a good tap, but Gregurki's right there to clean it away, gets the handball to Wilfred. It goes back to Gregurki, and there we go, that combination working beautifully for Newry.
I was very clean.
Good spoil there for Central. The ball leaks out and a Newry player able to get another shot on goal, just too easy. Goes through for a minor score, but that's indicative of how easy it's been for Newry out of the middle at times. Gawler Central going down that outer side for the first time today. Or actually down the middle.
Down the middle, yeah.
Good mark by Gregurki. He was right at the back of the pack. And
Could have raffled it there. I think there was
there we
3
go.
Newry
Kai
goals there.
Rosenzweig, superstar young player.
Yeah.
Taking a mark. He's within range. Could be 2 goals within the opening minute. Just what Gawler Central don't want. And exactly what Newry need. This game could be beyond Gawler Central's reach very quickly. Looks good off the boot. And through for a goal.
Told it.
It's a really good start for Newry. 2 goals in the opening minute. Panic stations almost for Central coach Shane Dorr. He's got to find a way to shut this down somehow. Otherwise it could be another result like the South Gawler game.
Yeah, hopefully we can avoid that. Having Vidal on Wilfred right now might be good. I don't feel like that might pull Vidal out of the game a bit more if he's just trying to tag him all day.
Oh, but Wilfred is finding the ball, so it will also take Vidal to the contest. Botten, really good work in the middle there, but he's wrapped up by his opposition ruckman. Excellent work from Bart Ryan. The tap comes down again. It's a big tackle there. It's Leo Harrison laying that. Ball comes out at the back of the contest. It looks like a rugby scrum right now. It's not really an attractive game of football to watch at the moment, I'm sorry.
Great take.
Beautiful ball movement there. Good work at the back by Sam Falland. Now Hooper. Got a player out on that flank. Ball comes back in.
Good
Really good mark. Good, courageous grab in defence there from Thorogood.
He's really keeping us in this, isn't he?
He is doing everything. Finds a player on the wing. It's a slow up and under kick. Really not what Central need. Good pick up there. They've got runners through the middle of the ground. They're taking the game on here. It's another good mark in defence. Jasper Ryan. He's got Sean Brady on his own out on the halfback flank, which is confusing in its own. They found players through the middle. That's better ball movement for Gawler Central. Botten now, he's outside 50. He delivers a
Look at that leg.
long, really nice pass. Didn't finish off with a...
Deserved more, that kick, I think.
Deserved a little bit more. That was a beautiful kick. But that's better ball movement from Gawler Central, really taking the game on and forcing Newry to counter them. And that fumble lets Newry back in. Here we go. Newry down the outer wing. Laverty, he's under a lot of pressure there. Ball gets taken away from him. Jake Asher now at centre half back.
Could go back to
He's looking for a target. Goes back down that wing.
Brad Mitchell,
the player you were calling for to get into the game. Kyle Worst now. It's good deep ball from Worst.
Oh, cracking.
That's a great mark taken down there.
He was actually behind the defender.
He's worked his way around his body.
Oh, that is Dylan Bell too.
Dylan Bell.
Great leg on him.
Ring a ding ding.
Yep.
Now he's just got to finish this off. Well, that's excellent work, but that's better ball movement from Central. Asher slowed it up when we're all thinking move the ball quickly. His veteran smarts waited for the right target.
Oh, there he goes.
There we
Belly
go.
goes
Dylan
bang.
Bell, second goal of the game for Gawler Central. As we see, Ross Grady is it down on the sideline now stretching.
Yeah, he's just come back from a hamstring injury.
Nearly time to inject the great man back into the contest.
Give us a bit of a spark.
He'll give you something.
Give us a bit of a rough nut attitude, I reckon, with that prison break haircut.
Looks like Bots is talking to his midfielders, telling them where he wants them to be for this one.
He hasn't been in the team all year, and it's about re-establishing that bond, isn't it?
Yeah.
He gets the taps it into his own face with a bit of a self-falcon there. Good work there, around the corner. That's a good take. Finds his teammate Harrison, who bangs the ball forward.
Mercer got the little tap on there, I think. Open it up
That's
for
a
us.
good pickup.
Oh,
That's a
great
beautiful
tackle.
chase down tackle there. That's great work for Newry. That was
Henke, sorry.
Jack Henke. Good chase down tackle. And beautiful ball movement down the wing. But Jake Asher, the
Once again.
veteran, there to break it up. So we'll have a boundary throw in almost in front of our commentary position.
You can see Botton's sucking in the big ones there. He's trying to get ready for this one. Stead it down there.
Two ruckman engaged. Botten gets a clear tap. But Gregurki was there at the bottom of the pack. He's
Tackled
wrapped
well.
up immediately in a fierce tackle.
Leo, is it?
That's Leo Harrison once again. I think he's got a job to shut down Gregurki at the contest. And Gregurki now lays a tackle on Botten, who tries to get his own clearance. Just a little tap over the line there. Thorough good there. A little bit deliberate, but the umpire couldn't see that. Throw in once again. Botten goes at it with his right foot. Gregurki just trying to keep that in. Actually came off the leg of, looks like Thorogood.
Lucky to get away with that one, I think.
But the umpires saw that it was contested, so a boundary throw in. Botten with the back tap. Hapner was at the back of the contest. Gregurki's there yet again. Ball comes back to Hapner. That beautiful right foot of his. That's a beautiful pass.
Laced out.
Finds a teammate in Kyle Jenner, his coach. That's a good pass forward to Henke, who's lining up for his 4th goal of the day already. No, not Henke, my apologies. That was Laverty. I apologise to Laverty for thinking he was that small. Coming in now. We're directly behind him. And he is immediately off to the right and out of bounds on the full.
Oh, they've given him a point.
And that has been given a point. And for the first time in my life, I have to agree with the Gawler Central supporters. But I don't know that that really was a point.
Geez, that's a mark. Bots is starting to show a bit now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Starting
starting
to see a
to
change
get
in
the
the ruck.
touch back.
Yeah.
It's very hard to come in after such a prolonged absence. That kick into the middle of the ground was precise. Finds Mercer.
Oh, we've got a hamstring out in the wing.
Who have we got?
Dylan Bell's just kicked it in.
Oh, Doverdale.
Good work.
Got Jenner.
Jared Jenner.
Oh.
Didn't quite make the distance. Bounces back
That's
in.
a goal.
Cracking goal that.
Bounce.
Oh, I reckon that might be Jared Fisher there.
So ball bounced back in. Who got the goal for Central?
I reckon that could have been, what's his name? That could have been Jacob Shepherd, I reckon.
Jacob Shepherd, possibly.
No, I reckon that might have been.
I think that's Jared Fisher coming off.
Yeah.
Looked like a hamstring. He was running on that wing and then just pulled up straight away, unfortunately. Which is
That mystery sniper once again.
I think
unfortunately he's had a few injuries this season, so it's sad to see him going down.
last couple of years, I think he's been battling with ankle and hamstring. So
Ross Grady back on.
Ethan Longaroo looks like coming back on. No, Ross Grady. They are bringing Sexy back. Quick movement there from Nuri. Just misdirected the kick. A little bit of a don't argue. Handball set his teammate a little bit of a target. Thorogood now. Just shinned that all the way to Hapner, who plays on quickly. Goes to the outer side. He's found Norton. It's a good kick. He's found Gregurki, who wheels around, kicks into the middle of the ground. He's found Fallon. Fallon can now put the ball right to the goal square. It's a really good pickup, but Kyle Wurst is there applying a lot of pressure. Lucky not to give away a free kick for too high.
that was a great defensive effort by Brad Mitchell there.
Yeah.
Riley Haynes, the great Riley Haynes it was, going for the ball for Newry. Ball comes out. Fallon with that left foot entry.
Oh, no breaky.
Bounces into the arms of a Gawler Central player. He takes the game on and just plays on out to the wing. That bounce pops
Good
up.
work.
Jake Asher
Oh,
was in a good position there, but the umpire has seen a free kick. Going the way of Newry. Hapner now with a flying shot on goal. Just misses.
It's Kyle.
Good let off there for Central. Tigers now moving. Brad Mercer in the back pocket. I don't think he's lost, boys. I can't remember seeing him in there. He wouldn't even train in the back pocket, would he?
Nah.
No, not at all.
Nah.
Running laps, he'd avoid the back line.
I think he avoids running laps too.
At his age, he probably is allowed to. Nuri with a bit of movement off half back here. They've got a player on the wing. Good contested mark taken there. Grady couldn't do anything about that. Too much hair holding him down.
Someone get him a hair tie.
Nuri now directing the ball back in. Henke's at the front of the contest. It's a good mark taken from Little Squeak. He'll be lining up for goal number 5, I believe. Is that right?
Henke, number 4.
Number 4. This will be a real blow for Gawler Central, who've wrestled back a bit of momentum. Comes around the corner. And
He's done it. He's done it.
It's give him a goal by the goal umpire at that end. So another goal for Nuri. As we see Jake Asher coming to the bench. That to be
Swapping out.
replaced by Ethan Longeru.
Kyle Worst in the middle, I believe.
Oh, here we go.
They've finally heard us. Maybe Shane Dawes got the game on in the box.
Straight into his
And
hands.
straight away,
Straight
Oh,
away.
bang.
that's a genius move on our behalf, lads. It's not that hard. But Nuri able to cut that off. They've got the ball on the wing. Well defended that, and there's Worst once again for the pickup. A little bit sloppy. And Bottom there with the pickup, he's wrapped up immediately. So we'll have a ball up just outside Nuri's 50-metre arc. Comes down, and it looks like we'll have another ball up about 5 metres away from Nuri's goal now. Still slow, contested footy.
Kyle Worst once again.
Worst again, good little sidestep there, gets the ball back. Another handball. Ball pops out the back.
Oh,
That's a
great.
beautiful take. He bounced off.
No.
He kicks it.
Jared Jenner does it again, but that was good at play. They played on every opportunity there. Kyle Worst, their spark plug.
2 or 3 handballs.
He had
Through
3
him.
touches in that chain. He
Yeah.
got the initial ball,
Yeah.
and I think he is the most important player on the ground right now for Gawler Central, and he's the one player Nuri need to be wary of.
Absolutely.
Agree.
It's the hair.
It's there.
If Ross Grady had hair like that, he'd be a good player. No, we love Ross. He's a good player, but he's
Terrible
a
person.
great target for a
Absolutely.
little bit of ribbing. Terrible person's a bit rough.
As I said,
Average person is probably a better way of putting it.
As I said, he hasn't played in 11 weeks, and that's just date nights with the girlfriend, I believe. Just been getting involved with his football, and he's just
Yes, that can be very intrusive. As
Yeah.
Gawler Central break clear, good defensive mark taken for Nuri. They've got Hooper out here in the open. He's got a leading player.
Oh, speak of the
good
devil.
Ross, the boss, Grady.
He's popped it up.
A terrible kick. And Nuri looked like they could break free here. Thanks, Ross.
Yeah.
That kick probably didn't advantage anyone. Bottom couldn't quite take it.
Go back to your date nights, Roslo.
The people have spoken. If it was Survivor, he would have been voted off the
Oh,
island.
absolutely. Just for the haircut.
It's low maintenance. unlike him.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a low throw in, but suits Botten. It's a good take there for Billy Nichols.
Oh,
Gets that handball off. Ball to the goal square. Nuri player grabbed the ball. He's relieved of it. Worst was there to tap the ball to a teammate. He's wrapped up immediately, but Worst is at the bottom of it once again. There's Ross, the boss, with another tackle, a goal-saving tackle. That tap was supposed to go through for a minor score. It landed in the arms of a Nuri player, who was then tackled to the ground by Longaroo. Am I saying his name right, boys?
Longaroo.
Longaroo?
Yeah.
Okay, I apologise to Longaroo, as opposed to the shorter Roo.
Knocked through for a point.
So another minor score for Nuri. But this will give Gawler Central a chance to ease some pressure if they can get the ball well clear of their defensive area.
Oh, it's Jacob Shepherd.
Jordan.
Oh, Joe
Great
Dee.
use of the body.
Jordan Nate, looking like an athlete.
Kicks it out in front.
Kicks it out.
Riley
That's
Mitchell.
a good mark taken, going with the flight. A lot of courage there. Mitchell with a kick over.
Oh, no.
Probably put his player in danger. He's got the ball and he's not letting go.
Riley really should have gone back
he
and had a
could have
shot
made
on
the
that.
distance there, I think, couldn't he? He could have trying to do the team thing, but probably could have kicked it from there.
It's also about confidence with the accuracy.
Yeah.
You know, with that clearing ball, they've got players out here in the open. Bounces up nicely for him. That's a really good pass. He hits Riley Haynes. Haynes trying to tell everyone to calm down. He's got it. Kai Rosenzweig now. Electric young player. He finds Laverty. That short little chip kick finds teammate. That's the great Riley Haynes once again. He's getting involved. Terrible kick, Riley.
Come on.
Hooper gets his head ripped off. And not sure if the umpire saw that, but that was all head. That was like a really badly poured beer. All head.
No ruckman for Nuri there, so Bott's had his way.
Laverty gets the handball out, but finds Thorogood. Laverty doing it all for the Tigers at the bottom of the contest. He's a worker. He's a blue-collar footballer. He's one of the types that you just love watching. Never quits. Ball in now. That's a very low, shallow throw. Didn't really advantage anyone as Henke is slammed to the ground. Henke read that beautifully. The handball out was a bit too slick for his teammate. The Gawler Central boys fighting over it between themselves. Ball comes out.
Oh, Blakey Marsden's having a little bit of a hobble there.
Blake Marsden in a
Was
little
that just
trouble.
a classic Marsden run?
I think he actually kicked shins with the Nuri guy. He's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
he's
he's
up
struggling.
and running.
As umpire has found
I didn't
a
actually even see
free
that
kick.
free. Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Not sure. I'm going to have to agree with the umpire because I didn't see it either. Billy Nichols coming to the bench for Nuri, one of their super veterans. Still playing at a very high level. Coming in now. Looks good off the boot. Goal umpire's working a bit.
Good goal.
And he's paying that a goal no matter what.
Is that another one for Henke?
Yes.
That's number 5.
Number
for him.
5 for the squeak.
Not a bad day out.
I wasn't sure that was his range, but clearly he's increased that in his time down at Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Running and weights program's done him good. Probably lifting 2 kilos at a time. Total, not just each arm.
Yeah, exactly that.
Ball back in the middle now. Botten engages early, gets the hit.
rat once again.
Worst there, where he's meant to be. That handball comes back.
Oh, Brad Mitchell.
Brad
lovely
Mitchell
kick.
with a beautiful kick. Puts it out in front of Mercer, who turns, twists, turns, kicks it back towards the goal square. Nuri have got players there. Jenna couldn't get free. That's a really good idea. Kick out of the air. Now Nuri flooding through the middle of the ground.
Have plenty of
We've got
room.
Rosenzweig out here. That's beautiful. Good play here from Nuri. They find Henke out on his own. He's kicked 5 goals and he can still get that free. That's a really good mark taken from the back position. That's excellent work from Madden, I believe it is.
Great body work there.
But how is Henke getting that free after having kicked 5 goals? Someone needs to be sitting in his pocket, surely,
Yeah,
even
they
when
need-
he's away from goal.
Absolutely. They need to find someone to chuck on him right now before
He
just gets out of
has
hand.
he has been in the microwave for a couple of minutes and he is red hot. Madden coming in
Oh.
now.
Oh, he's
Oh,
missed
he's
that,
missed
I think.
that. Has he done that?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Wow, that was not
It
convincing.
looked like it was over the post, but
It's not very convincing.
I
that,
don't think they're going to get denied at that end.
This is now starting to blow out a little bit. I thought Centrals had actually done quite well.
Centrals
for this
had
quarter.
fought their way back in momentarily,
but
but
I
it's getting
feel-
really dangerous now for Central.
I've just had a message from Adam Beister.
Yes,
He said, give him a shout out. So, Adam, we could really deal with you.
they
running
could
through
really
our
do with a
forwards.
ginger ninja.
Yeah, no, Ed Sheeran. I've heard he did play in Australia a few weeks ago, but I reckon
No, he
needed-
just does that for the autographs and the attention,
Yeah, I've heard that's his main pickup line.
as if he needed it. That's
Yeah, great
good,
mark.
strong defensive mark there.
Will Schmidt.
Sorry, later update with a quarter-time score from Williamstown. Barossa District 5 goal 2-32, leading Angerson 1 goal 2-8. Angerson won the under-15s, the under-17s and the reserves.
Wow.
Newry have got this ball in the forward of 50 again, and a shot and goal. Too easy.
Too easy for Newry, and it looks like they're just running downhill at the moment.
GC are just waiting for half time, I think, at the moment.
They are
need it to
desperate
come
for that
quickly.
siren.
Did not see who kicked that one either.
Gawler Central have got to find a way just to stop the bleeding at the moment. Newry running with all sorts of confidence. Big Bart Ryan back in the ruck.
Cole Worston's last too long in. Back to the forward line.
But Botton not in at the moment, so they're not expecting to win the ruck contest.
Oh,
I don't think they'll waste him in the middle when they're not expecting to.
Wouldn't put it
win.
past Dylan Bell there to do a cheeky little tap
Yes,
there.
but more like he is there to nullify Newry's ruckman.
It's a great tackle. Is that Leo?
Good defensive tackle. Harrison really starting to have an impact. He's getting a few touches now as well as tackling and stopping.
Oh,
That's
great.
a beautiful
Brad.
mark taken there.
By Jenner,
That
I
can
believe.
only be one
Should not
player.
have got to
That's
him, man.
Jared Jenner,
Should
the
not have
Jet.
got to him.
Triple J, Jared Jet Jenner.
It's hard to believe he's only 18, 19 years of age.
Yes. Such a massive future ahead of this young man. And
Kicking from what, about 50 out?
he'll be kicking from at least 50. No breeze to speak of. He's capable of this.
Oh, cannon.
Booming kick.
That is a magnificent
Oh, bit off.
Oh,
connection, just
great.
offline,
Just off.
and rushed through for a minor score. Newry coming out to the outer side. They've got the ball, and they're moving it with absolute confidence at the moment. Everything seems to be coming off for them. Good step inside there. Finds a teammate. That's 4 marks in a row without any contest. Probably the one thing positive for Central is that Wilfred has been quiet this quarter.
He
Yeah, he
has.
definitely has, hasn't he?
I did see he was on the bench earlier on, so
That would help.
yes.
And good ball movement forward there.
That's a good mark. Is
That's
that Bots?
That is a mark paid to Big Joey Botton.
Bang.
And he'll be kicking from a pretty tight angle, and he is a ruckman, so what are your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Is he a typical ruckman kick, or has he got some skill?
No, he's got a good foot on him. He's got a good leg on him, so...
But does he have the finesse to be able to kick
Yeah.
from this angle?
Joe Botton's not everything, mate. I reckon he's on.
I believe there's a crush next to me. Looks like an up and under kick.
And
of a
that's
ruckman.
what she wrote.
Oh.
That's
And
all
that's
she wrote.
actually just offline, according to the goal umpire.
You're joking.
I think that was Brad Mercer was yelling to
Yeah.
try and swing it into a goal, I think.
That's not unlike a full forward. You're moving the ball back in now.
So this is where we need to stop it. This is where we need to try and find a way to...
Mitch Norton's got the ball. Goes along with that left foot of his. That's well crumbed off the pack there, and a good tackle. Caught him in stride.
That
Looks like
siren
it might have
definitely
almost
saved us.
hurt him, but that's half-time siren. So currently, Newry 11 goal 9, leading Gawler Central 4 goal 5 on the Burge Barossa scoreboard. So big lead there for Newry. They are up by almost 7 goals at half-time, and just looking like they're doing it easy. They're not having to fight at all.
Nah, not at all.
There
When,
was, there was glimpses in that quarter. The start of the quarter, I thought GC did quite well. But
After the initial 2 goals in a minute,
yeah,
they managed to get
fight
on
it
top
out a little. Yeah.
momentarily. But it's just the fact that when Newry get the ball, they are able to get in the open, and uncontested possession after uncontested possession is
Yes.
what is allowing them to move the ball quickly with confidence and finish.
They
with
seem
high
like a
percentage
very,
shots.
a very young and quick team compared to our medium age to not so quick team. They
Yes.
are just starting to take off a bit with Henke kicking 5 goals in the first half. He could have a very big day out.
Central did look better when Botton was starting to get his
Dominate a
rhythm
little,
and
yeah.
Kyle Worst was swung to his feet.
Yeah.
That suddenly started to look positive for the Tigers rather than just treading water.
Yeah.
It was the first time for the day that Central looked like they were playing a positive game. Who are your better players for Central at the moment?
What, for today or in
At the
general?
moment in the game.
Kyle,
game?
Kyle,
Kyle West.
Kyle
Kyle
Thorogood
Thorogood.
has probably been the standout in the back line. Will Smith's been doing quite well down there as well. Obviously, they're seeing a hell of a lot of it.
You can't pass up Jared Jenner kicking 2 cracking goals just to try to keep us in it for now, but
Yeah. And then you got Botton in the middle.
Leo Harrison's laying some very good tackles at the moment, and hopefully he can will keep staying involved and keep trying to shut him down.
For the other Tigers, Newry, they're on top. Nick Grigurki's been fantastic for them so far. He's been out of the team for a little while now, and coming back in today, he's been huge. Brad Haytner does fantastic, coming out of defence with that massive right foot.
Yeah.
And Jack Henke, you can't go past a small forward who's kicked 5 goals and a half.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Terence
Yeah.
Wilfred's first quarter was magnificent, but he spent a bit of time on the bench that quarter to rest, and has probably quietened down a bit.
Yeah, hopefully he
But I've
doesn't
got to
come
say,
up
their
back.
ruckmen are doing a really good job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Joe
Jordan
Botton's a very-
Fennell and Bart Ryan are either negating or winning most of the contests.
Yeah, agree.
But it's going to be a real test for Gawler Central if they want to come back from here. At the moment, I think half their thinking is probably just how not to get blown away.
I think with Newry as well, now that they've got the confidence, they're running to their spots because they know they're going to get the ball coming their way
Yes,
as well.
you can see that
You can
when
see
they
that
get the
confidence
ball,
is there.
they are breaking
Yeah.
and
Yep.
spreading with that confidence that my teammate's going to play on, and he's going to play on quickly.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no going back behind the mark and trying to make a decision.
And you feel when you're trying to defend against that, you just feel like you're chasing constantly.
Yes, and you're in quicksand.
Yeah.
Because you see 3 players running past you, all wanting the ball.
Yeah.
So, overall for the season, Gawler Central under-17's going really well, thanks to the super coach. What about the under-15s?
I haven't tuned in too much on the 15s this year, but I don't think they're going too crash hot at the moment. I understand a real young, small team.
I think they're struggling for numbers as well, the 15s. I think our 17s we've got plenty of players, but I think our 15s from memory are actually short
I
of
think
numbers
something
as well.
along those lines.
And the B grade have been struggling a bit because of the injury toll that the club's had.
Yeah.
They've been suffering pretty badly from that.
I've also heard because Simo's not playing the B grade, they're really struggling just with the debt.
Well, there's just a lack of Marsden quality out there,
pretty
isn't
much.
there?
I've honestly heard Simo say once before, put him anywhere and he'll give you a show. He actually, a couple of years ago, he was selling
I've
tickets to the
actually
Marsden
heard that,
show.
but I've heard it was also in the bar. And speaking of that, tonight there's an iPod Shuffle night at the club.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Big
if you're
night.
at home tonight and you've got nothing to do, come on down. The football will be on in the background, so you can watch Port beat Geelong, and you can enjoy a bit of fun with the Gawler Central crew tonight.
If you're lucky, Simo might sign a napkin for you.
And I believe that this is the night last year when Ross Grady really made a name for himself in the club.
Yeah. He'll be in for a big one, don't
I have
worry.
seen his costume for tonight, and it is absolutely cracking. He doesn't know how long it's actually on last on his
I
body.
hope it involves a wig.
Oh yeah, no, we all do. I actually offered to pay for one, but he says no, it makes his head itchy. So have to see how we go with that.
But yes, definitely, if you're not doing anything tonight, come on down, support a local club. You know, the pubs are doing really well. You come down and support a local community sports club, buy a couple of drinks, and have a good night with some good people here at the Gawler Central Football Club. They do a lot of good work in the community with young people and provide opportunities for so many people in the Gawler community.
Well said.
Not just the football club, but the netball club are here as well. So it's all about more than just football. It's a community here in Gawler Central. So please come down and support them. And you will have a great night and meet some really interesting characters.
Absolutely, and Brad Mercer's even said if he kicks 5, he'll actually come out of hibernation and come out tonight. So we're hoping for Brad Mercer to kick 5 and hopefully see him out.
I'm still waiting for the Kyle Wurst 4 to get to his 200.
Yeah, if he
yes.
kicks 4, I reckon that'll be the main topic of the night, I reckon. Brought up by himself.
Or if Ross Grady can kick 1.
If Ross Grady gets a kick, I reckon we'll be hearing about it.
He's had a kick. It came off the side of his ankle, I think.
Oh, no, that was on right
Yes,
there, yep.
It
Yep.
did hit an opponent. But it's still a kick.
That's the Ross Grady specialty, that one.
I think he just wanted to get another mark.
Yeah.
But yes, beautiful day for football. No wind. The flag in front of us is almost completely limp. No rain. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It's overcast, but it's not that cold. It's a beautiful day. If you're at home, come on down, watch the second half. You might get to see another Jared Jenner miracle mark like we saw in that first quarter. One of the best marks of the season. And if you want to come down and see a bit more of that, the second half at Gawler Oval is the place to be. Good atmosphere though, good crowd. We've got netball just across the other side of the oval. You can come down, you can watch between the two. And come across, the bar is open. One of the club greats, Brad Taylor, is in there serving beers, so you get to speak to one of the best footballers to have played in this league.
And then joining him is Brad Slate. So if you'd like to go talk to Brad Slate and hear some absolute yarns, I suggest you do that if you've got a spare 20 minutes.
So you can talk to one good bloke and Brad Slate.
Brad Slate, pretty much, yes.
Where to from here? How many rounds have we got? We're getting to the exciting sort of stage of teams fighting for finals. I know GC is obviously fighting for a spot, and obviously Nuri are right up there. We've
only got 3 or 4 games to go.
Yeah, so it's getting to that exciting time of the year too, isn't it?
Teams are all starting to settle down. The top 4 is almost set. It's just between Williston and Gawler Central.
Yep.
And it could come down to the very last game of the year when Williston play Gawler Central.
That's what you want.
That game will be at
Williston, yes.
At Williston, so
Yep.
that'll be a big game. Big
clash.
rivalry game, but with a lot on the line possibly.
Yep.
I've heard also that next week we've got Angliston, and that's a must-win game for us too, so hopefully we can come through and pull
And
something
an
out there.
Anguston team that are flying at the moment
Yes.
have won against Williston last week, nearly beat Newry 2 weeks before that.
Yep.
Well, hopefully Charlie Molyneux's broken toenails healed up pretty well by then.
I'm
and
sure
he's-
he'll have had a pedicure and probably a mani-pedi.
Yeah.
The works, probably a wax.
I think Joe Bonton, obviously the second half we started to see him really shine, but I think having a game under his belt is going to be handy for him coming back, and hopefully we might. I'm not sure how far Dylan Pilkington is off of coming back.
Yeah,
I'm sort of
he,
hoping
yeah.
possibly. He had a back issue, I think, so hopefully not too far off him coming back in as well.
Yes, definitely. Gawler Central have had a nightmare run with injuries this year.
Unfortunately,
And a
those
year where
guys-
you were probably short on depth to begin with
Yep.
has made it really difficult. But I'd have to say the work that Shane Dorr has done this year has been a magnificent job with a team that outside of Gawler Central we didn't have any expectations of the Tigers to do much of anything, and they have really exceeded everyone's expectations.
Yeah, it's a youngish team.
It's a youngish team, but
yeah.
you've got a local coach who's really got that club mentality,
Yep.
and his passion for the club is so obvious every time you speak to him.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really enjoyable to see a local coach like that who's taken his club and is just squeezing every bit of potential out of it. You can only think that going forward with some smart recruiting and a little bit of luck injury-wise that this group could do a lot of damage in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with that awesome under-17s crop coming up.
Absolutely. Hopefully after maybe next year when they come through. And
The likes of Oscar King coming through.
yeah,
The real king.
the real
I'd
king, the
watch
better
that-
king I've
I'd
heard.
watch that coronation.
It'll be a real competitive household, I reckon.
Well, poor old Aaron King will be a little bit upset when he's not getting all the attention.
It's exciting though. I think we had five or six under-17s playing in the B grade, I think, today. So we're seeing those juniors playing in the men's, getting that little experience of playing against the bigger bodies as well. That's it, as you say, that's only going to help us with our under-17s team doing so well. It's going to be, I think, in the seasons to come, we're looking quite good.
And a number of those kids are getting experience down at Central Districts
Yeah,
as
they
well,
are.
which if they don't make it down there, they come back here as better footballers
Yeah.
with more skills in their bag, and that makes a huge difference when
Yeah, I
that
agree.
comes back into your team.
Yep.
It's better than recruiting outside players when you have a local comeback improved.
Absolutely.
As the wind's starting to pick up a little bit into our face here, so coming across the ground. So that shouldn't really advantage anyone.
GC coming back out.
Coming back out, they're ready to go. It's okay, Botton's there,
Oh,
Crush is there.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
worried. I'm not worried there. I couldn't quite see him. But I recognise those pipes from anywhere, I reckon.
He might sign an autograph for you later.
Oh, I hope so.
So it should be a good second half coming up. Gawler Central, they're not completely out of the game. They're nearly 7 goals down, but if they can get on a run, they can change that pretty quickly.
Yeah, once again, if a few boys start really jumping involved, we could be in for a good second half.
We saw by the start of the second quarter when Newry kicked those 2 goals within a minute that it can happen in the blink of an eye almost. So Gawler Central out there warming up. Yet to see Newry. They're just taking their time.
Hopefully it's a bit too cold for them boys and they decide to pack it in for the day.
It's not as cold as I thought it would be today.
No, not at all. I thought it was going to be a bit cold with a slight chance of rain.
It's actually perfect for footy.
Perfect
isn't it?
footy day.
Perfect for footy.
Would have been a perfect day to be sitting over there having a quiet beer, but I'm sorry for dragging you boys away from that.
So I've already sent the message to old mate down there to bring me a drink. He's just not responding. He's just waving now. Like, come
He's
on.
not playing a team game.
No, not at all. He's doing us nothing.
Pilkington getting
He's just
a bit
giving me
of a run.
nothing. He's giving me nothing.
I love seeing it when you get donuts.
Oh, he's just shocking.
But yes, really good conditions for footy here. That wind picking up just a little bit, but we are going to see some really good football in the second half. Gawler Central are going to have to take the game on and take a lot of risks, so that's going to open the game up, and we could see some free-flowing football in this second half.
Yeah. I think these are the games where you just go, you know what, let's just risk it, and we're either going to lose by a lot or we're going to come really, really close. But you've just got to go for it, don't you? They can't continue to play the way they are now.
You've got some exciting kids in the team.
Yeah.
Just release them and see what you've got.
Yeah, agreed.
As we see Brad Mercer down here on the sideline talking to the coach. Just a few last-minute instructions. He might even be starting on the bench.
Probably all that running down to the back line that he's not used to doing is...
I think he's a little bit confused.
Brad Mercer did used to tell me when he was at Port, he used to play back lines and didn't start playing forward lines until he left Port, so he's not...
That was a long, long, long time ago.
I believe he was about 30 kilos lighter too, so...
Yes, I think I was a little kid back then,
Oh, I don't even think I was thought of.
back in the glory days.
Yeah. Gone are the days where Brad Mercer would sell tickets to the Mercer show at the front gate.
He had FPOS in his pocket.
Pretty much.
Still waiting for... oh no, Nuri out there. They're nearly ready to go. Waiting for the umpires to reach the centre of the ground. It's the Hudson Nowak show.
We've also got the bearded guy doing some food for us down in his little food truck down there today as well. So
Yes.
feel like they're coming down having a little nibble.
Oh,
Come
so
on down.
yes. Looks like a food truck in attendance for the evening. That'll be magnificent. Just backing in now. Yes, definitely tonight the place to be in Gawler is Gawler Oval at the Gawler Central Football Club. Really great new facility. Come along, enjoy yourself. Some scores from around the grounds. Currently at Tanunda 6-9, leading Kapunda 3-2. And at Williamstown, Barossa District 9-5-59, leading Angerson 1-4-10 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard.
I like Brad Mercer's warm-up routine going into the half.
Yes.
He'll wander down now and
There's
have
a
a
little
kick at
chat
goal.
to the coach on the sideline.
Yeah.
Got a football in his hand, just jogging out towards the group as they're in the huddle.
There's no way he won't have a kick at goal here. No way at all.
Oh, no,
wow.
my, that's the most un-Brad
He
Mercer
handballed.
thing I've ever
I haven't
seen.
seen that for a while.
Oh, wow. Hopefully long-time photography got a photo of that, just for proof.
His leg might be tired.
Oh.
Looking forward to this game breaking open a little in this second half. I think that we saw signs of it in that second quarter from both teams, that they took the game on a bit more and it was getting away from the stoppages a little cleaner. I think we could see some real lightning football in this third quarter.
As far as GC is concerned, they probably don't want that, because that'll be Nuri, I think, who will be breaking it open. But if we can make it a competitive in and under game, I think that's probably the best for GC. Have we got, who's going into the middle first? It looks like Bots is possibly.
Yeah, you've got to go with your one wood
Yep.
from the start of the third quarter.
Got two Mitchells and Leo. Brad and Riley Mitchell and Leo, the three around him. Let's see if we can get it out of the middle.
Bart Ryan in the ruck for Newry to start the third quarter. Brad Hapner, Nick Grigurki, and looks like Jack Hankey. Clearance there for Central. Well picked up on half-back for Newry. Puts the ball out in front of Wilfred.
Oh,
Just gets the ball through. Well tackled there. Nichols got a ball. Couldn't get rid of it cleanly.
good stuff, Blakey.
So we'll have a ball up on the half-forward line. Grigurki with the tap there. Laverty was wrapped up by Thorogood.
I'd love to know his tackle count today. It's been solid down there.
And Ryan with a big tap towards the boundary line. It's picked up. Handball comes backwards, finds Fallon. Puts the ball
Great
into
mark,
the forward
Jake
line.
Asher.
Really good mark taken from the old timer, Jake Asher. I think he was teaching high school when they built the pyramids.
Yeah, that was the first excursion he ever took the kids on, actually.
Beautiful mark there. Here we go, running on for Gawler Central, but kicking to a contest down the line. Mercer at the back, couldn't complete the mark, but gives off another handball. Must be catching.
Great
That's
mark.
a really
Dylan
good mark
Bell.
taken there. Dylan Ding Dong Bell
Just goes for goal.
chips it over.
Whoa, fix it.
Just bounces it through.
Dylan Bell.
Stop it.
Really good start
That's
for Gawler
two.
Central.
That's two for Dylan Bell there.
Ding, ding. Looked like he was trying to chip it over to Jared Jenner in the open for a moment there, but no. He's like, I've got this.
Yeah, he's got a
The Dylan Bell
booming leg,
show.
booming left foot. Why not? I don't mind him up forward.
I'm sure he's saying to Jared Jenner, just keep out of my way.
Yeah, out of my 50.
Well, they've both kicked two, so it's a competition now.
So we're back to the middle.
30 seconds to go. Essendon up that point.
Ryan gets the tap straight down to Hankey. That ball probably not his cleanest kick of the day. Into the forward line, Ross Grady. Just happy to walk backwards over the boundary line. So he's happy just to let it be a boundary throw in here. At least he didn't turn the ball over that time.
Yeah, improvements.
Tap there from the Newry ruckman. It's well picked up and a good tackle laid there.
Great stuff.
Holding the ball. That's got to be Thorogood, doesn't it? No, one of the Mitchells.
That's Bradley
Bradley
Mitchell. That
Bradley
one.
Mitchell. And umpire's bringing Grigurki back just a little bit. That's a big kick
Oh,
to a contest. Good mark there from Newry.
Oh, that's too
They've
easy.
got a player in the open. Kai Rosenzweig. Distance could be a challenge. It's not. Mark
Off to the right, I think.
just to the right. Minor score. Gawler Central coming out this side the way they did the entire first quarter. Harley Bodger under that, but Mitch Norton too easy, too big, too strong. Size does matter, boys.
It certainly does.
Kicks to a contest. Real wrestle in there. Ball springs loose. Sam Fallon now on the left. Oh, that's a classy shot. Just offline. Gawler Central are going to have to find a different way out of defence. Nuri are just sitting here waiting for them to come this near side again. Mitch Norton, Bart Ryan, they're both out here. Gawler Central decided to change it up, going out the other side. Kick off the deck, gains about 35 metres. Bodger's out there on his own.
Great handball.
Good handball inside. That's good attacking footy.
Jenner.
Jenner
There
out
we
the
go.
back. That's good football from Gawler Central. Risky. Take the game on. Kyle Worth running down to the goal square now, just in case. But Jenner should have this in his bag.
One of the
Easily
first
with the
times they've
bag.
actually gone that wing too,
Yes.
Yeah.
isn't it? One of the first times, and it
But
opened it up. for
Nuri
them.
were they had their big men out here ready for that kick, which has been coming all day.
Yep.
Definitely within his range here.
Might have a chance with this goal umpire too.
Had to do a bit of work.
Is
No, he's missed it.
just offline. And Norton coming out. The near side. He's got Laverty.
That was a chip that went 60 metres in.
Yes, he has got a massive left foot,
Just a little chip.
developing into one of the finest defenders in the competition.
Jake Asher on here. Good punch.
Good spoil from behind. Comes down to
Michael
Mitchell.
Vidal. No,
Oh,
that
Vidal
was
it
Vidal,
was?
yep.
That's a player you want to see a bit more of today.
Absolutely.
Good take there in the middle of the ground, but he's cut off there. Had his pocket picked. Rodenswag now. Will kick out. Finds Henke well outside 50. So he runs around and just goes to the top of the square. Big Bart Ryan.
It's a big mark.
That's big. He got to the front, took the mark, and he's just within his range.
Just within his range.
As a ruckman, this is
At
right
the
on
top
it.
of the square.
Yes. I wouldn't want to see him, wouldn't back him from much further out. He's a genuine ruckman, boys.
Right.
And
Oh,
this
he
is
did
not.
he has
Oh,
missed.
you had the
kidding.
inside.
You
You
are
had the
kidding.
inside word, didn't you?
Oh, well,
Wow.
not everyone can be like Joe Botton, unfortunately.
Top of the square.
Sorry, Bart. That was the commentator's curse, and you didn't deserve it.
Play on.
Actually, he did. It's a quick play
Oh,
on in.
God.
Pilkington. Handball to Will Smith.
Oh,
That's
Dylan
a
Bell,
good
great
punch.
defensive effort.
Great
Good
punch
tackle
there.
from Brad Mercer.
Strong.
That's, the Pythons got wrapped around him there.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no way that they were getting out of that tackle. No one able to get their hands on this ball. There's Harrison. But Tanky now across half-back. Gets the ball forward into space. Good pick up there for Nuri. Rosenzweig goes back to that player. It's a little short chip kick. Good mark taken. And almost found his teammate with a real low chiseling kick.
Stuff
Asher with a up and under clearance.
Bot.
Big bottom.
So good.
I think that's been about 2 or 3 kicks in a row that went about 5 metres. Straight up in the air.
It's all about racking up possessions quickly.
It's a good tap by Joe, but just missed Brad Mitchell by looks.
So we'll have a ball up almost at the top of the 50-metre arc. Botton really held his opponent out there and the ball landed on his back. So we'll have a repeat ball up in almost the same spot. Botton gets that tap. A little bit ugly. The ball's in tight. Players drag it back in. Got to make sure it just doesn't get out. Gawler Central desperately clinging on here.
Free kick too high.
So free kick going the way of Nuri. Deep entry.
Oh,
Good
That's
mark.
a really good mark and lead and mark from Madden. He's given them a really strong target when they've gone direct today.
Three goals already.
Yeah.
Between him and Henke, Nuri have got all the answers going forward.
Oh.
And didn't quite make the distance, but there's a really good mark taken by... Actually, that was Madden, so I'm not sure who it was kicking from the other side. That might have been Warmington.
All buttons come off. Jordan 8's on. Shouldn't really be missing them one, should you?
No.
That's 4.
4 for Madden.
Yep. 4 for Madden, 5 for Henke.
That's a good return from your 2 main forwards. So real problems now for Gawler Central.
Need to regroup a bit here, I think.
They're 7.5 goals down midway through the third quarter.
Jordan 8 into the ruck.
Botten on the boundary having a well-earned rest.
Yeah.
He's battled hard today. In his comeback, fitness can't be where he needs it to be. You can see he is gassed. Limping a little. They're going to have to decide whether it's worth putting Botten back on if that injury is still hampering him.
With a must-win next week, do you really try and risk it, or...?
Correct. Jordan Neat will compete hard in the ruck. Gets the tap there.
Looks like a throw then.
And Bart Ryan wrapped up in the middle. Free kick going the way of Gawler Central. So they've got a chance to move the ball now. Finds Neat out here. He goes to half forward. You're happy to see that ball over the boundary line. Good tap there for Nuri.
Bit height.
Came straight down to Nichols. He wins a free kick. Goes by hand immediately to Hapner.
Kyle Worst.
Behind by Kyle Worst.
He lets him know.
With a little bit of help from Thorogood.
Lets him know about it too.
So Thorogood's had that many tackles today. He didn't want to let someone else have one. He had to chip in on that.
Kicks out to Dylan Bell.
Dylan Bell.
Ding dong.
Great
Going for
kick.
number 3.
Great lead.
And Bell just saying, Jared who?
Sucking in a couple of big ones there. He's just done a little bit of
There's
work.
a bit of a strut about him at the moment, isn't there? Or is that just the sore left calf?
Oh, no, he's got the chip on the shoulder at the moment.
There he comes. It's a good left foot kick.
Get there. Not going to get there.
Oh, no.
Just fallen short.
Kyle Worst in the square.
Nuri with the clearing kick
That'll
goes
be ours
out of
again.
bounds, so Gawler Central get the ball.
Give it to
They can
Dylan Bell.
inject it back in. Where's Ross Grady? Here he is lurking around half forward.
He's wanting it, isn't he?
Surely he
dangerous.
should
He's
just
thinking, how can I
there's
make this mine?
open ground on this side. Surely a quick jog, he could be the man.
Is that Brad Mercer with the ball?
Yes, that is.
Yes.
Good
A few
hands
years ago,
to
he
have
would
it
have
in.
taken a shot from here.
Yeah, I
He
think
may
he's-
even do that now.
Yeah, he's lining up, I reckon.
He is. It's the Brad Mercer look.
Oh, he's got
He's
onto it.
connected it reasonably well. The
Oh,
goal line
there
post.
you go.
Unmoved. That is vintage Brad
Don't
Mercer.
tell me. We will
What?
be hearing about that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Winding
That
back the
will
clock.
be replayed on the dance floor several times tonight if he shows up.
Kyle Worst coming to the bench for a quick rest.
Again, well earned. He's really done a lot of work.
Both Worsty and Thoradwood are both tuddling out for best on for GC today,
Yes.
I believe.
Neat battling in the ruck again.
Oh, Pilkington straight into the middle
And Hapner now. That handball.
Oh,
surely a little
Jordan.
bit late.
to Bots. Oh,
Botten well spoiled there. Big clearing kick from Norton.
No, Mickey.
Handball
missed the
knocked
mark.
astray. Good pick up for Nuri. And they transfer the ball really quickly. You can't make mistakes against this team. Laverty
go
with the handball
Blake.
back to Henke. Henke
Oh,
picks
that's
it
good
up.
pick Oh, that's
Oh.
on the ball. No,
That tackle was
You're
magnificent.
kidding.
Ball was knocked clear in the tackle.
that's holding the ball. There we go.
Yeah. And lets him know about it too.
Blakey Marsden put in some absolute 1%
Also,
efforts there.
as we call him, the good Marsden.
Good Marsden, yes.
This one's been quiet today, Riley, but
Good long kick there.
Go Thorough.
yeah.
Thorough good now. He's in the
Goals,
open,
go
running
goals.
through 50.
Oh, he's not got there.
Didn't
Put
make
that,
it.
wasn't going to make the distance, wasn't on track, but it was a good run for a moment. Really
That's
good
a pretty
tackle
good
there.
tackle.
Mitch Norton did everything, won the ball back. Excellent, desperate efforts from Norton in the game, but they clearly are on top in. Good tap down. So we see another gang tackle applied by the Gawler Central boys. They're working in pairs now. Good ruck work from Ryan.
Oh,
Another good
Got him.
tackle,
Great
holding the
tackle.
ball.
is that Leo?
That's Leo Harrison once again. He's been
Oh,
that'll be a 25-metre penalty.
Number 7.
That's really undisciplined from Laverty. Nuri will be upset about that. They've got the game under control, and that's just poor. That's something they want to get out of their system before the finals.
Brought
Just
into
seen a good match up here. Blakey Marsden on Henke there. That should be very interesting. We've seen Blakey put some absolute time in over there.
Yes. But here we go. Shot on goal coming for Gawler Central. Leo Harrison, an unlikely player to be having a shot on goal.
He's kicked it
And
too.
maybe he's the guy they need.
Love that. Love that.
Really good reward for a man who's done a lot of the hard stuff today. And umpires paying another free kick here.
Dylan Bell's lining up.
Looks like there might have been some back chat to the umpire. And
another
there
whistle.
Nichols
Oh,
is being marked another
stuff,
25. And Nichols isn't moving. He's just walked off.
Smart man. Brad Mitchell letting the bench know to take him off.
That's really bad from Nuri, a team that prides itself on discipline. Kyle Jenner will be really upset with that.
And Dylan Bell goes bang.
Successive goals for Gawler Central. Ding dong.
Back
That's
within
another
4.
one.
Back within 4 goals.
They are technically back within reach here.
They are.
Nuri only have to have another brain fade and it's game on. As we ball coming back to the middle, suddenly it's game on, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Dylan Bell into the ruck, just kicked a goal, feeling pretty confident, I would have thought.
He's
Be good to see what he can do.
The bell is for whom the bell tolls.
Absolutely, it's ringing quite loudly.
Oh, he's
And
done that.
gets
too.
up high.
Hit.
Hapner grabs the ball. Just squeezing out handballs. There's no room to move now. The Gawler Central boys are up and about.
Bit of confidence.
Kyle
does a lot
West
of
is
things
itching
here.
to get back on here.
Here we go.
And he's back.
He's back. Mercer for worst. Umpire Noack with the ball up.
Good
So,
tap.
good tap down.
To bottom.
Botten grabs the ball. He's wrapped up immediately. That's good defence from Nuri. That was Mason Greats. Nuri with quick ball movement here. Kai Rosenzweig's got it. He penetrates deep into the 50.
It's a good punch.
Spoiled over the
Jasper, I
center
think.
boundary
Yeah,
line. So we'll have a
Jasper
ball
Ryder.
up probably 30 metres around from Nuri's goal.
They try and get it out of there real quick.
Gawler Central desperately need to stop Nuri getting a goal here if they want to remain in touch. Botten
That's a
gets that
great
tap
tap.
down.
Great tap down. Oh,
And
Bit
looks
going on.
something's
It's been-
going on here.
I think
Bit of
it's-
push and shove.
I reckon that's Henke trying to
And-
tackle big bottom there.
It's
I
been
don't know.
reversed.
Free kick has been given and then reversed. So it's going the way of Nuri. Henke will be taking a shot on goal.
I don't know why he's trying to attack bottom there. I feel like he's got a bit of a height advantage on him.
He's not the smartest,
No.
and he is an agitator. It's probably a good term for him, but he's going for goal number 6.
I feel like Botton's probably left bigger things in the toilet than Hinty, so I don't know why he'd even try.
Kick that with confidence, just across the face.
through for a point.
Through for a minor score. It's probably a good result for Gawler Central.
Oh, no.
And that's a really good tackle.
Through for another one.
That was a brain fade from Gawler Central, and they were very lucky there.
Yeah.
It was a desperate tackle that saved a certain goal.
I think they're trying to play on at all costs, which is risky.
That kick
and-
finds Asher. Probably one of the few times they've found a target coming out this way. Asher's forced to kick to a contest.
Yeah,
Oh,
great
that
mark.
was a
Riley
really
Mitchell.
good grab. That's Riley Mitchell. Now he's got to
Going to
find
his brother
somewhere.
Brad here, I reckon.
Goes long. Mitch Norton's there.
Nice.
No one else looked like getting that.
Nah.
Norton had it all the way. He just knew it was his. Goes long down the line. A lot of Gawler Central
Oh.
players there at the fall of the ball, including Botten.
Jasper came straight line for that
Just
one, didn't
straight through. And that ball bounces, lands well with the Nuri players. Desperate tackle comes out,
Yeah.
and a free kick going the way of Nuri. So Jonah Bolbin with the free. Finds player out on the outer side.
he? Oh, that's an overkick.
That kick just missed the
Oh.
target, but he steps around easily. Gives a handball to a player who was under pressure, and he's missed the lot. Nuri really starting to get sloppy now. Probably messing around with the ball a bit too much,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
rather than just going back to the basics. That's overconfidence and like a cat playing with a mouse that's not dead yet and let the mouse get away. Well, Central go down the outer side now,
And straight to Nuri.
and Nuri with a good strong mark there. They've just been good in the air today, Nuri.
Oh, a couple flew for it there too.
And Henke grabs the ball. He's taken the ground immediately. As it looked like it was Hooper with the goal. Just really good crumbing work there from the small man. They just kept applying pressure until Gawler Central eventually cracked.
Just need a settler here. We don't need Nuri going and kicking 2 or 3 again in a row like that in the last quarter. This is where GC just need a...
Desperately need to
Just
get a
need
goal just
something,
to
don't
stay
they?
in touch.
Yeah,
Just to set up a really good last quarter for us.
yeah, I agree.
And it's all about our entertainment at the moment, boys.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely.
And those people at home watching. So Botten back in the middle.
Would like to see Worst back in again, but
Barn door obviously just can't quite hear us from up here.
Surely you've got his number.
Yeah, might have to give him the quick text.
That tap down. Really good pick up there from Gregurki. Wilfred now driving the ball deep.
Wow.
Good body work, and that's a really good mark taken down there.
I haven't seen much of Wilfred. Has he been on or not? I'm not
I
sure.
think
but
he'll just come back on again.
did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be resting him for a last hurrah in the fourth and half of the third.
This shot from point blank range.
He's
missed it.
And
He's missed.
he's done a Bart Ryan.
13-12. They're certainly trying to keep us in it.
Yes, only Bart Ryan could miss from there, surely.
You would have thought.
And your ruckman.
He was the ruckman.
Oh, he was the ruckman. Oh, okay.
Try and keep up. Blake really is the good marker,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
is.
Yeah.
He is. I must admit.
Bit more switched on, but
That's not saying much. Nuri probably starting to fritter opportunities away here. They could be running up a really big score. Gawler Central coming down this side again.
oh,
Had a chance there. Thorogood against a much smaller
Maybe-
opponent. But Hooper did well to spoil him and get out of bounds. Probably a contest Thorogood needed to win against a much smaller opponent.
absolutely.
Botten
Great
does well to
shot.
bring the tap down. Newry players everywhere here. Laverty with a good pick up there. Just out of bounds. Ball in again. Neither ruckman able to get their hand to that one. As we see flying shot at goal.
Oh,
Picked up by Henke beautifully for goal number 6.
just ran into an open goal.
It
didn't
is the Jack Henke show, but he crumbed that
He
at the
did.
back of the contest.
Perfectly.
Stayed down when everyone else thought this is mine, and just waited for the fall of the ball. That's clever.
Yeah.
And his cricket teammates will really be shocked at someone calling him clever. In fact, his parents will be shocked at that too. And he comes to the bench for a well-earned rest. I think he's done his job today. Ball up again. Good tap down from Ryan. And here's Wilfred. Good pickup. That pass just over the head of his teammate there. Good look away handball. Now Ross Grady with some sexy moves there.
Ah, shocking kick. Shock horror.
The kick let it down, but the moves before that were delicious.
You can see his hair waving in the wind from here, I reckon.
Desperation now. Gawler Central win the ball back. Botten was caught unawares from behind.
Ross Brady, great tackle.
Ross
Getting high.
Brady. Oh. Surely that was
I
borderline.
believe Rosto went high for that one because he was jealous of his hairline.
Yes, quite possibly. Wanted to rip some of it out.
Oh, that's, oh.
Good clearing handball there. Thorogood back to his teammate. Dropped what he should have taken. Laverty now wrapped up in a big tackle.
Leo Harrison.
It was borderline dangerous in this day and age. Good tap there from Ryan. He really is rucking well for the Tigers. Or for Newry. Hooper, now there's nearly a kick in danger there. Mitchell with a good tackle. Just another stoppage forming here. Both teams look like they're spent at the moment.
Kyle Worst just... Oh.
Siren goes to end the third quarter. Score currently Newry 14 goal 12, leading Gawler Central 8 goal 7 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Could be a lot bigger margin for Newry. Wasted opportunities that quarter.
Yep.
But Gawler Central showed a lot of courage and fought their way back into the contest with some mistakes by Newry. A couple of 25-metre penalties given away and a reverse free kick in front of goal.
Yep.
Well,
Capitalised on it.
Definitely buy Nichols a beer after the game for those two
The goal, before the ball even got back to the centre, the free kick paid, and then an ensuing 25 guaranteed another goal for Gawler Central. That was a turning point in the quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that started a bit of a fire in GC's belly, but unfortunately they didn't quite hit the scoreboard with it.
And you're able to fight back, just showing a bit of class once they settled down. Newry, some really good players that quarter. Henke just continuing to tear this game apart, putting in a brilliant performance. It's not often that small forwards can really own a game.
No.
Their ruckman, Bart Ryan, I think has been magnificent today. He's done a lot of work against several different opponents who have all been physical. That's probably the trait of the three players that have been in the ruck for Gawler Central, is that they're physically strong. A couple of them are good leapers as well, but Ryan has taken all comers. If he'd kicked that goal, he'd be in much better position, but really has been good.
Yeah, he's been standout. He's getting the ball to his scrummers, and they're just running free from it. So he's done a brilliant job all game.
Mitch Norton's been really good at halfback, directing traffic back there, just reading the play, knowing when to go, when to hold back. And aerially is just superior to everyone on the ground at the moment. We'd have to say Dylan Bell, very good at times in that quarter. The couple of goals he kicked, a couple of good marks. Got some good work in the ruck as well. Really has been a highlight for Gawler Central today.
Yep. Leah Harrison's been tackling machine, and has probably been one of the standouts in the middle forwards.
And
actually.
Mitchell starting to get a few touches as well.
Yes.
Between them, they've had one really good game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Dylan Bell here, kicking 3 so far today.
So Dylan Bell, definitely one of the highlights for Gawler Central.
And they're still in it.
Technically, they are still in it.
Still
yes. They are within touch. They just need one really good quarter. It's hard to see whether they've got enough to sustain that for a full quarter against a quality team.
Yeah.
But anything is possible. With some of the wins Gawler Centrals have had this year, anything is possible. And boy, the faithful will get loud if they get on a run here. Shane Dorr addressing his troops, just asking for one last push. There is a spot in the 4 on the offering. As Newry starting to head to their positions now. Gawler Central still being addressed.
See Jared Fisher's chucked the clothes on. He's obviously done for the day.
That hamstring obviously pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or enough that he's out for the game.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not a major injury.
You can see Dylan Pilton today. He'd be really wishing he was out there running through it.
You really wish he was running
game.
you something.
Yes. I've been messaging people and I'm yet to get my CC, so...
You have terrible teammates.
Oh no, honestly, no one here supports. It's a shocking system when it comes to buying someone a drink around here. That's something that's probably brought up in the committee meeting.
So almost ready to start the final quarter here from Gawler Oval. Still beautiful football conditions. Sun starting to set a little. No wind.
Oh, what's this? I believe. Oh, here it is.
That's the cleanest pass of the day.
Dad's come through the CC, already telling me how much I owe him.
That's good ball movement there. Grigurki now with the
Oh, it
backhand
could
ball.
open up. Brad Mercer.
Went looking for Norton. Missed that target. Gawler Central steal the ball.
Oh, Mercer's done something here.
Mercer looks like a hamstring or possibly a calf. No, he's okay. Look at that. Kicks to a dangerous spot. Landed with a Nuri player, but he was wrapped up immediately. So I'll have a stoppage. Probably 35 metres from goal, directly in front.
Kyle,
But Mercer
quick
looks
kick
like
forward.
he is in trouble.
I reckon all that. What's that? Is that he grabbed his calf or his hammy?
Not sure from
Might
that.
be his knee. He's had knee troubles in the
Might
last.
just be a little grab in that knee.
Little stinger. He's not coming off, so it can't be
He's
terrible.
going to run it off. Obviously, the ball's in Gawler Central's forward line, and he knows that he needs to be there.
Oh,
That's a beautiful
great
mark from
grab.
Laverty. That's great courage. Gives the quick handball off to a running player. That ball up and under,
Ross
looking for
Grady. What was
Rosenzweig.
that? Ross Grady.
Jake Asher
Asher.
saves the day for Ross Grady.
Really needs to have a good think about himself there, Roscoe. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Nah.
Desperate play here. Grigurki.
Oh,
Great
Brad
tackle.
Mitchell.
Rundown tackle.
Really
Brad
good
Mitchell.
rundown tackle.
Great stuff, Mitch.
Looks for the switch. Will Schmidt.
Schmidt is in the open. That kick needs to be good.
No, he
Isn't.
slipped.
Now
It was risky.
Hankey's got the ball.
Oh, no, Vidal.
Goes long. Looking for Rosenzweig. Just overshoots him.
Ross Grady there.
Roscoe graded as well.
Jake Asher to clean up once again.
Just smart. Just smart.
Just doesn't panic under pressure,
No,
does he, the old
doesn't.
boy?
Nah, very smart.
Gawler Central now looking to weave their way out of trouble. Going
Another-
back across to Asher.
That could work to Kyle. Sorry.
Thorogood. Oh, great grab. Great
Really good
hand.
grab
Played
there
on.
from Thorogood. He goes long and high.
Oh,
Thought that was a
got
free
away with
there.
that
Is
one
there.
Oh, that's a good tackle. Kyle
Worth
Worth.
now picks
Worth
it up,
off
gets the
Dylan
handball
Bell.
off. Bell around the
Oh,
corner.
what was that?
Could work.
That's ugly.
Oh,
Spoiled from a long distance. Comes down to a teammate for Nuri. Looking for Grigurki. He taps
that's
the
a
ball
tap
over.
the head. Great
That's
tap.
very clever. You can't teach that. Ball just eluded Kyle Jenner. Here's Leo Harrison.
We've got somebody down on the other wing there.
Goes to Mercer.
Oh,
He's
who's
still
that?
hobbling. No, sorry, Botten. He's not moving that freely either. Good defence there for Nuri.
That's Jordan 8 down too.
He's
They've
yelling.
got the
he's
ball
in
on the
pain.
outer side. Henke now, he's got room to run. But he pulls up. He's
Oh,
got very little up forward at the moment.
Jordan 8's down and he's yelling in pain.
Oh, no.
Ankle, I think.
Yes, definitely
Ankle
reaching
or
for that
knee?
ankle.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh. Beautiful work there in the middle. Nuri gets that ball forward and a mark taken. That's Mason Greats. He's been consistent.
Oh, no, Jordan might be okay there.
And here we are. Mitch Norton's probably within range. I would have had a shot from there if I had his kick. Here we go. Brad Haytner was
That won't
definitely
get there.
within range.
that's a good
So
point.
Just to
Well,
goes to the top of the square. That's
Punched.
spoiled through for a minor score. But Mitch Norton, you could have kicked a goal from there.
Jordan 8 seems like he's up and running. I reckon he was just yelling out for a beer.
It is that time of the day.
It is. He knows the canteen's closing soon. He wants
Yes.
a sausage roll.
Boundary throw in. Billy Nichols now grabs the ball. He's stripped of it. There's
Jake Asher.
another big tackle laid from Nuri. That was Hooper, who's been relentless today. He's been in a lot of it. Botten just slams his opponent to the ground. Played the free kick. That was there. Botten really did impose himself on him.
Hopefully we get another ruckman's kick here.
We've had several of them today, one from each team. And that's a much better
got
kick
that
straight
one.
through the middle.
Oh, and he let Bot know too.
Probably understandable for a ruckman
Yeah.
to be pretty happy with that. Big Bart had to make up for the miss earlier. It's an important goal for Newry. That really gives them that breathing room once again. Gawler Central really up against the wall here. Another goal from Newry. I think the floodgates will open.
Yeah, I agree. We can hold on here though. We just need to be smart.
Smart, so we're taking off Ross Grady and a couple of others.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ross.
No, we're not.
No, I'm sorry to Kelly, actually.
We're having to put
Good
up with him for
kick
21
Newry.
years.
Yes, there is that too. Good take there from Kyle Jenner.
Oh, great
Jake.
stay.
Oh, Jake Asher. Just never stops, does he?
Business.
He's nearly 50. It just seems it.
He's been the backbone of the
I think his
back lines
hair's
today.
nearly 50.
Yeah, he should donate some of that to Ross Grady.
Almost a mark. Good tackle there. Billy Nichols gives a quick handball. That kick
Oh, it's a terrible
bounces.
bounce.
Oh, good handball, but he spilled that. A lot of pressure down there. Almost a comedy of errors,
It was,
but
wasn't
Jake
it?
Asher there laying a tackle yet again.
Last line of defence.
He has been the backbone of the back lines. these
Forever.
Last two, yeah. For the last 20 years.
More than that, I would say. Was the best tagger in the game for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
There are boa constrictors with lighter grips than him.
Oh, Roscoe
Oh,
with a
Ross
kick.
Grady. That's his cleanest kick of the day. But it went straight to Kyle Jenner. He's wrapped up immediately.
I can
was
always
one
hear
of
the
the-
excuses going through Roscoe's head about why his kits have been shocking today, and I reckon the wind's going to come into play for him.
Rosenzweig with a flying shot on goal. It's just offline. Hasn't quite had his normal game today, but has done a lot of hard work, hard running for the Tigers. Gawler Central just waiting for the ball to come back. Be interesting to see which side of the ground they decide to go this time. Jasper Ryan off hunting for the football. He's got it now. Goes down the outer, going down the outer side, bounces twice, launches long.
Roscoe. Oh.
Just over his head. Here's Rosenzweig. He's under a lot of pressure. So we'll have a ball up on the outer wing. Potton nearly able to get a kick away out of the ruck. But it's all locked up once again. Bottom with the tap down. Gawler Central with the quick click kick. Well defended there. Jenner now
Jenner.
with space. Kicks it around the corner. Not his best kick. And is... looks like out of bounds on the full.
Oh. I really thought with that mark in the first one from Jenner, he was going to have an absolute field day, but
Hasn't had much
Hasn't had the
clean
opportunity,
supply.
though, has
No,
he? Yeah.
The ball has been ugly coming in.
Yeah.
Everyone flies. New players stayed down at the back. He was wrapped up as soon as he took it. The tackle count combined between both teams would be interesting today.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyle Forager would have 90% of Gawler
And
Centrals.
he and Leo Harrison.
Yes.
Good work in the middle there for Newry. Kick not quite up to it. Good handball out.
Jake again.
Just bulldozing through. Couldn't get through. Again, heavy tackling. Both teams are going to be using a lot of ice after today on their injuries. It's a good handball. Found Hooper. He's found Laverty. He's got a tight angle here. He's looking for Madden. He's got him. That was a beautiful pass.
That was a great kick.
Good lead and an even better kick. Madden going for goal number 4, is it?
No, number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Looking to try and keep up with Jack Henke.
Oh, Dylan Bell's coming off for Brad Mercer.
Bell would feel a bit short-changed with that.
Oh, it'd be very stiff, very stiff.
And just
Point
a minor
kicks.
score from there. Jasper to bring the ball back in again for Gawler Central.
Oh, shot.
Comes down the near side. Looking for Mercer. Well spoiled from behind. There's Hapner with a kick around the corner. There's Asher once again.
That's high.
That's a big tackle.
And he hasn't called it.
So the boundary throw in, probably 20 metres around from goal. Nuri looking to score yet again. Good kick out of there for Gawler Central.
Jenna.
Jenna
far
now in the
behind.
back line. Just drives the ball
Oh.
forward. That bounce eludes everyone. It's a little chip kick here. Just to settle things down for Nuri. That's
Kyle
Oh,
Kyle Worst.
Kyle Worst with that ball back. Botten now, he's got it. He's probably 60 metres out. Chips across.
Brad Pilkington.
He's found the Pilk. He's too far out to score. Drives that ball into the pocket. Brad Mercer was there.
Kyle
Worst
Can't get
at
away.
ground level.
Oh, he
gets
got
the
the
ball
hands.
away. Leo Harrison handballs back
To
to
Mickey Vidal.
He's kicked it.
And he's kicked it.
Vidal's
Good
been
stuff.
quiet all day
That's
and
what I
pulls out a
wanted to
goal
see.
there. You were calling for that early in the first quarter.
Glad he's responded now.
You need to work on your lines of communication.
Oh, there's something missing,
Very
isn't there?
slow today.
There's something missing. It's
That
just,
pigeon is not relaying the signals quite well.
Mike Rice took me 3 quarters to get a CC up here. I reckon I was going to take even longer to get a message down to the coach.
Just bypass the coach, go directly to the player.
Yeah. Might have to.
Bod's coming off after a solid game.
Yes, probably has done enough in his first game back. He's such an important part of this team, probably doesn't need to risk any further damage. He's being replaced by Harley Bodger. Good tap down there. Kick around the corner, didn't quite come off. Hapner cut it off, but he couldn't control it. Here's
Brad
man who's just
Wilkinson.
come on.
Oh, to Jenna.
Oh, that's a really
that's
good
a
pass.
cracking
Jenna
grab.
takes a good mark.
Jenna lining up for his third. Oh, to tie it up with Dylan Bell.
But Brad Pilkington just on the ground, immediate impact.
Yeah.
Good. The better Pilkington, I believe.
Well, he's got more chance of delivering.
Yeah, exactly that.
Coming in now. Just leans back on it. And just
Good
through
one.
the middle. That's probably a little bit too little, too late for Gawler Central, but they're making sure that this game doesn't turn ugly on them.
Jenna's played well. He just hadn't had the opportunity, as you said before.
Correct.
So when he's, what is he, 3 goals?
3 goal, yeah.
Correct.
I think
You
3
add
goal
some
too.
decent. The midfielders that are missing today for Gawler Central, you bring them in, suddenly the delivery would be a lot better.
Absolutely. So Charlie Molyneux and Dylan Pilkington are just 2 really big outs in our midfield.
Correct. And Brading as well.
Oh, yeah, Brady.
Yeah.
His kick-outs from fullback
The great
change a
wide.
lot.
It's just a bit of height down there too, isn't it?
Should talk
That's
to
a
Braids
good
about,
tackle in the middle there.
Should talk to Braids
Leo
about his
Harrison
goal.
yet again. It's a good tap.
Brad Mitchell's starting to get a couple of possessions, which is good to see.
That ball eludes everyone with the bounce. Leo Harrison's there with another tackle. It's probably his 15th to 20th for the day.
Yeah. Good tackle by Jacob Shepherd.
Throw called.
A throw, interesting. Here we have Bodger kicking the ball, just launches it deep into the forward line.
Oh,
Mercer tried to fly, thought he was Jared Jenner.
I reckon he tried to fly about 5 minutes too early there too. I reckon he'd landed by the time the ball actually got there.
I don't think the ball had even hit its apex. And another stoppage. So umpire will ball it up. Not far from goal for Gawler Central. Ball comes down. Nuri with a quick kick around the corner. They've got numbers there.
Grady.
Ross Grady with a spin.
Yeah.
Just tried a little bit too much. He's looked good at times, Roscoe.
He's had moments, hasn't he?
He has had moments where we thought this is going to be pretty, but then we
realised
remember
he's
it's
playing.
Ross.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
We love him to bits, but he's special.
And again,
Oh, here
There
he
he
is.
is. Turns back onto the right because he doesn't have a left, I think.
Something
That will
along
work.
those lines, yeah.
That's a good pass.
That's
finds
the kick we'll be
Pilkington.
hearing about all night.
That sets up a chance now for Pilkington to...
I feel like this might be a
Inject the
little
ball.
bit out of his...
Yes.
he's
but he-
ticking on
Right.
50, isn't he?
He's
At
looking to... waiting for a lead,
Yeah.
which there's nothing forthcoming. I think everyone is believing in him.
Oh, he's given it.
He's given it the distance.
Oh, jeez. He's the only one that actually flew
That's
for
a
it.
mark taken.
Oh, Mark, yeah, they've called it.
Uncontested.
Who's that? I think that
Brad
might be Brad
Mitchell, isn't it?
Mitchell.
No one else wanted that.
Is that
He's
Brad
going to have to
Mitchell?
kick this around the corner.
I don't know if that... No, I don't think that is Brad Mitchell.
You boys are here to know.
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
Brad Mitchell. isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, he's missed everything.
Whoever it was, missed it.
Missed it all. But
Throw in.
that'll be a throw in. Almost the opposite
Pocket.
spot
Yeah.
Maybe that was
from
Brad
where the
Mitchell.
kick was taken.
Number 12. Ah, Starkey.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Oh. Could have been a mark there. Put it down. So we'll have another ball up. Just outside the 50-metre arc at this stage. Half-forward flank area. Good tap there. Comes down. Gawler Central with a clearing kick. I think that was Bodger.
I think he's kicked it down the full, was he?
That's, yes, out on the full. So Nuri gets a chance to clear this ball. They go long. They're not messing around now. Ryan flew from the back. The ball's kicked into open space in the middle of the ground. Good run on play there for Nuri.
Oh,
Blakey Marsden, off he goes.
Blake Marsden, good work under pressure. Gets that ball. Found a player at halfback. No marks, so the umpire will ball it up. Tap comes down. Nuri punching the
yeah,
ball
it's good
out.
mark.
That's
Good
a good
stuff,
mark
Michael.
taken there. Vidal coming to the near side. Ball just eluded Bodger. He needed another couple of feet. The ground's not wide enough. Punch down. Gawler Central getting their hands on a lot of
That'll
these
work.
bowls now. Pilkington now, chance to play on. Just punches
Mercer.
it down the line.
Oh,
Brad Mercer.
His hands to it.
Oh,
great.
Brad Mitchell.
I think that's a faulty glove Mercer's wearing at the moment.
Carwer.
Worse with that little kick. But I think Mercer needs to get rid of that glove. It's just not working.
I feel like him not wearing number 21 today has really jeopardised this.
It's definitely ripped everyone off. Merchandise sales will be right down today.
Oh,
Kyle Worst.
Worsty now kicks that right across the face.
Oh. Was that Jenna?
yeah.
Couldn't quite hang on to it under pressure. Gawler Central putting up a lot of fight, just don't have quite the class in their team at the moment.
Just
to
to finish
compete.
it off, is it? Yeah.
There's a lot of effort there. The work rate's where it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Shane Dorr won't be disappointed with the effort his players have put in today.
Not at all.
On the other hand, I think Kyle Jenner will be a little concerned that Gawler Central have gotten back into the game. There we go. That
Oh,
kick
it's-
off the deck.
I reckon that was Starkey too.
Yeah, I think it was.
Starkey with his first goal of the game.
Oh, let's start.
An unlikely goal.
Yes.
Came from nothing.
Did.
But again, it's just that work rate of Gawler Central's not giving in. And I think that really does highlight Gawler Central's success this year. The work rate, the heart and desperation is there in this group of
Yes.
largely local players with a local coach.
Absolutely.
It's a real club culture that seems to be shining through.
From the numbers we've got to what we've done this year is just
Yes.
unbelievable.
Gawler Central really have developed themselves as a club this year, and their club culture is shining through that they are winners.
Yes.
Ball on the outer side now. Oh, there's worse. He's taken in a tackle strong. Hooper with another tackle. He's been good today for Nuri. I've been impressed with his game. I really have. Ball down. It's Nuri fighting for it. It's Grigurki. Goes to the goal square. He's got a target there. He couldn't quite mark it.
He's
Around
gone for over the head.
tried to go over the head. Didn't work. So it'll go through for a minor score.
There's a little argument behind the goals here.
Surprise, surprise, Roscoe in amongst it.
Causing issues.
That's a good mark.
That's a
mark.
very good mark under pressure.
Is that Brad Pilkington?
Yes, Pilkington's been good since he came back on. Gurkey flew high for that, couldn't hold it. There's Harrison. Good ball movement there for Central. Jakey Asher once again. He's had a ton of touches this quarter. Not his best one that time. Good clear cover for Nuri. Going along, looking
Oh,
for
great
Ryan. He
grab.
takes a good, strong mark. Ross Grady couldn't do anything about the big man then.
Just got ragdolled then, didn't he? Stretching out that hammy.
Treated like the child he is.
Oh, you see his hammy's playing up. That's what happened.
Oh,
there.
okay. Now we get it. That
Yes.
explains those kicks.
Yeah.
Ryan with a long shot on goal.
That's a good goal.
And bang, he's got that one. No good from the top of the square, but from 50, different story. He was too close before.
Oh,
That was what it was.
Ross Grady's coming off here. That hammy's playing up a bit.
Put him on ice. Put him back behind glass.
That left hammy was really hurting his right foot kicks.
Yes.
As you can tell.
Carrying too much hair. A little disappointed he's not looking up to us.
Yeah, we've been giving him a bit of attention today, and he's just giving us
He'll
nothing.
love that. It's back to the game and on hand. Ball at half forward for Nuri. That's a rugby scrum. Umpire comes in yet again. umpire Noack. Nichols now takes the ball. Asher wraps him up. Those two have been playing against each other for a long, long time. Would have had a lot of very hard contests. Again, Nichols wrapped up by Asher. Good kick there.
Oh,
Set out. Good take. Hooper goes long. That's a really good mark. Good, well-weighted kick from Hooper.
yeah, it was.
Just, he's put together a really solid game.
He actually made him lead there. with
Yes,
that kick, didn't
that
he?
was that kick forced Madden to run to that spot. That's the mark of a good player, when you have the confidence in your kick that you can force a forward where you want them.
Oh,
That kick just was always offline, so minor score. A couple of misses in the last quarter really hurt Madden. He could have had a monster day.
Yeah.
But not everyone can be Jack Henke. Well, Central going down the outer side. Nuri with the ball, coming back in straight away. Good pick up there for Leo Harrison. That kick was under pressure. Hooper once again decides to go backwards, settles things down. That's clever. He's got the ball, looking for a target. And
straight to his face.
Bodger took the ball to the face, then took it in his hands. That was really good.
Unreal.
Good work here from Nuri. Just settling things down. But Bodger,
Yeah,
the
Sharon-
falcon and the take.
Has Sharon written across his face?
Burley, thank
Really?
you.
Sorry, my bad.
He looked like Mike Tyson with a tattoo on his face. Nuri moving the ball, looking for a target.
good
Good mark.
It's a really good mark there. As siren goes to end the game, Nuri running out comfortable winners here. 16 goals, 17 to Gawler Central.
9 goals, 7?
9 goals, 7, I believe.
No, they've changed it already.
No, they've already taken the score down, but a good convincing win to Nuri. Could have been a lot more. I think that they wasted opportunities in that second half. Gawler Central really fought hard to stay in the game, boys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
And better players in your eyes for Gawler Central.
You can't pass up Thorogood, Worst, and Leo Harrison, really, can you?
And got to give Dylan Bell and Jordan Need a mention for their ruck work and Bell's goals.
Absolutely. Jared Jenner, once down 3 goals.
For Nuri, I'm going to go with Bart Ryan. I think his ruck work all day was fantastic. Good work around the ground, topped off with a couple of goals.
Yeah,
Terence Wilford was great at times, but I would have to say the best player, Nick Gregurki. Brilliant all game. Brad Haytner, very good. And, of course, Jack Henke with 6 goals. Madden with 5. You just can't go past those two up forward. They are elite in every way.
Yeah, agree.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us today, and we will be back next week with a game of the round. Thank you very much.